WGUD Sports presents East Central Hornet Football.
This is the theme of interscholastic athletics, the idea of friendly competition. The visiting team in every interscholastic game is the guest of the home team and should be treated as such. Profanity, vulgar cheers are abusive to other spectators and also a reflection on your school and community. The type of behavior will not be tolerated and may cause your team or school to be placed on probation. Spectators involved in this behavior can and will be asked to leave the area with no refund or re-entry and could possibly be banned from all future MHSAA contests. The use of alcohol, drugs, tobacco, and other abusive substances are forbidden at all Mississippi high school activities. The officials in tonight's contest are individuals who are assigned to administer the rules of the game according to the National Federation of State High School Associations rules. Their experience and integrity qualify them for their part in this friendly interscholastic contest.
Welcome to HD Shirley Field, the home where we're at the home of the East Central Hornets on the campus of East Central High School. Here we are preparing to, we've just done the coin toss. It looks like Moss Point will kick to Pasco. Defer to the second half. They'll kick now. East Central will receive. Sorry, ran through that real quick. I got Glenn Dickerson here with me tonight. We're getting set up, folks. Glenn Dickerson here with me tonight, and to bring all the exciting plays and actions here of our homestanding Hornets.
Nick, good to see Tristan Lambert out there as one of the captains tonight. I know Tristan had some off-season injury issues, and good to see him back in uniform out there tonight. I know Hollis Porter had got banged up just a bit over at the Biloxi game, and might be a little ginger tonight. He's out there as a captain tonight as well. So hopefully our health will be a little bit better than maybe we thought midweek.
That's good to hear. I know for those of you who may not have watched last week, we lost our quarterback, I think, for a period of time, and Deuce Hugger, senior, he'll to step in his place tonight. Brady Fant, a senior, played receiver, utility player. I think I said last week quite a bit. Kind of thought that's what he would do this year, but looks like he's going to take the helm tonight as a leader of that offensive unit, and they'll come out here on the field first, running through the starting lineup for the Hornets. Left tackles, number 54, Dalton Graham. 55, Gavin Trossett at left guard. Center is Seth Bird, number 62. The Tigers come onto the field there in the white clad with uniforms with the blue clad helmets. Right starting at right guard is Josh Weaver, number 56, and that big right tackle we have is number 75, Garrett Kitchens. I mentioned Fant will be our starter at quarterback. Tyler Ferris, number 6, he does the kicking duties as well. He'll play receiver. Andrew Marwell is a wingback, number 12, junior. I think Nate, we saw him a lot last week. Nate Tross at number 42, a sophomore at fullback. And, of course, Eli Smith, our starting tailback. Tight end, Preston Robinson, number 30, also does some of the kicking and special teams duties for us, Glenn.
Your local Geico,
Nick, I felt like the offense was a little slow getting started last week. Had a pretty good drive in the first half, pretty good drive in the second half. Both wound up with touchdowns, but in between we had a lot of 3-and-outs, 4-and-outs. Had some motion problems with some penalties, and just seemed like very similar to last year. Very similar last year. You know, the offensive line kind of a little bit behind the defense getting started in this very complex wing T offense. I think they'll be okay in a couple of weeks once we get a few games under our belt. But they were a little slow getting started. Difference between last year and this year was we started with Biloxi this year. Last year we started with Van Cleve and Hazelhurst.
That's right. Yeah, that was a little different team. There's going to be onside kick to start the game. East Central is going to recover. Can't see a number from here.
Looks like number 15.
We got new jersey numbers, and these are
Gray Bradley.
These are completely new jerseys too. Gray on gray with a maroon clad helmet. Looks pretty sharp.
It really does look pretty good. A little harder to read those numbers, but we'll get used to it here.
We're much closer than we were last week. I'll say that in Biloxi. I felt like I was sitting in Ocean Springs trying to watch that game. So looks like we have a little bit of discussion going on the field, maybe where we're going to spot the ball. No, we got a false start on the offense, so we're going to make them kick it again. So I didn't get to say this a second ago. It kind of that kickoff transpired rather quickly. Back to receive for the Hornets. That looks like
Ryder, number 8.
Carson Ryder, and I think that's Eli Smith, just based on
Eli Smith,
previous games. Yeah, up backs there is Brayson Owenby and Dunsford, T.J. Dunsford, both are starting linebackers there for the Hornet defensive unit. So we're going to tee it up again. Ball's kicked this deep back. Is going to be returned by Ryder from the 25. He's going to be up across the 30, brought down at the 30, across the 25, brought down at the 30 by a host of Tigers.
Number 8, Carson Ryder with
nice field position for the Hornets as they start the game tonight.
Not bad at all. Let's see if I see him over there. I try to highlight a couple guys from the opposing team, kind of guys to watch for. I don't see Jamarius Brown. He's going to be number 2. Yeah, he is. Playing left tackle. Glenn, that's sort of their he's their athlete. He's a ball player. He's going to be he's a junior, comes in at 6'4", 255 pounds. He plays tackle, defensive end, quarterback, pretty much anything they need him to do. So Fant's going to come to the line of scrimmage as we start with this first down, and number 23
looks like we'll get a quick 5 yards.
Jump off there.
Offsides Moss Point.
You know, we said last week, and you just reiterated again a minute ago about our offense. I've learned with Coach Kyle's offense, there is a lot of anticipation that happens on the offensive line because it's a game, literally a game of inches in the way their blocking schemes work. And so while it may be frustrating at home to see some of our offensive penalties, it's just we're trying to be quick. And there's a handoff to Marble up the middle.
Right there. Look at Marble. He's up over the 35-yard line down to the 30.
Going to be knocked out of bounds. Great run by the junior, number 12, Andrew Marble.
Andrew Marble of the Hornets.
And there's that offensive line blocking right there that we were really looking for last week, Nick.
Ball will be set at the 27-yard line.
It's that timing thing that I think you just have to have the reps to develop. They
right.
opened a huge hole for Marble that time.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a good piece of running for him to be patient and hit the hole, not try to bounce it out, do something different. So you got Ferris to the near sideline. Man in motion, going to go back, going to give underneath. The Trossa said he's going to be hit by Tiger and break. Oh, my goodness. A lot of contact going on down there. Going to be brought down, but not before he picks up. It looks like about 5.5, 6 yards there.
Good run by Trossa set. Another good push by our offensive line.
Trossa set, number 42.
I didn't feel like our O-line really won the battle up front last week. I think if we can win the battle up front tonight, we're gonna come out on top tonight.
Fant's going to quarterback keep it. Breaks
Good
one
job.
tackle. And going to be brought down just inside of the 4-yard line. Nice pickup by Brady Fant. On second down, going to pick up about 15, 16 yards and a first down for East Central. Nice. That's a good play call to kind of get Brady in the flow of the game because he didn't anticipate playing quarterback. You know, it's just you're the leader of the offense. You know, so that's a good play to kind of get him in blood flowing, I guess.
Hey, great run by Brady Fant. I think Brady's going to be okay.
There's big Tristan Lambert lined up at tight end. It's good to see him in action. Going to give around the left end. Looks like Eli, yeah. But going to be brought down pretty quick as the Tiger defense responds
Eli Smith on the carry.
to that first down run by Brady. So that's going to be Garriga and Ferris checking in. Eli will take a break. So it looked like we got the ball just up to the 3-yard line.
We certainly hate to see Deuce go out with the injury on the second series last week, but if there's a silver lining, Brady Fant started probably 4 games for us last season.
That's true. We got some motion there, or something happened on that left side. I don't see a flag.
I don't see a flag either.
Looked like he.
No, looks like it'll be 3rd and goal for the Hornets.
Thought we did a little better on that.
For the Hornets, no gain.
So Mears is going to check in. Mears
short spot.
Had a really good game last week. Kind of came into his own. Probably the most carries he's had since he's been in the program. He's going to check in at wing back. We're going to give it underneath it. I believe it's a Marble.
Marble's down to the 1 maybe.
Got a flag on the far sideline, Glenn.
Number 12, Andrew Marble with the carry there for the Hornets. There is a penalty on the play.
Moss Point thinks it's on East Central. I'm tending to think that may be the case. Waiting on a call. Holding.
Chop block. That's a tough one right there.
So chop block, what that is
Chop block on the Hornets.
One of the defensive players were engaged in a block by one of the Hornet offensive linemen, or one of the linemen, offensive players, I should say, and another offensive player hit him below the waist. And that's going to be a chop block, and it is illegal. And it'll be a 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. So from being on the 4-yard line, we're now on the 19-yard line?
19-yard line. Well, let's see what happens here, Nick.
Go back to the same play that we ran with Marble a while ago to pick up the big gain. This time he's going to go to Mears and pick up about 2, maybe
Dustin
1.
Mears comes up
Yeah, going to spot him at the 15.
Out to try field goal.
Field goal team's in. This should be a 32-yarder for Tyler Ferris.
So Ferris on to do the kick, and Fant's going to do the holding. I think Lambert is our snapper. Got a lot of confusion going on there on that line. We got 15 seconds to go on the game clock. A lot of movement up there.
Penalty flags on the
A little
play.
movement on both sides, really. Let's see. Don't go
Encroachment.
against
Gonna
Boss
go
Point.
against the
Offsides on
defense.
Tigers.
Let's see if that changes Coach Collins' mind on what we do here on 4th down, as we'll get 5 yards closer.
Replay 4th down.
Got to get an end zone. It's still 10 yards.
Yeah, still going to go for
Going to kick. Ferris is
field
pretty.
goal.
Ferris is pretty. He's a veteran kicker. We had him last year. Have a lot of confidence in him that he's gonna be able to put this one through. So as I said, Lambert's the snapper, Fant's the holder.
Another flag.
I
Not
think
sure what Lambert's complaining about. Something's going on up front.
I think he moved the ball or flinched or something, because Moss Point kind of reacted, and that back judge picked up on it pretty quick. So maybe.
All right, so we're back to a 32-yard field goal, looks like. Well within Ferris's range.
If you're just joining us, 7:22 in the first quarter. Score is 0-0. The 0-1 Tigers have traveled to Hurley and are looking to block a kick against the 0-1 East Central Hornets. Snaps back. Fant's got the hold down. The kick is up. And it is no good.
No good.
It's going to be wide left.
Ferris's temp goes just wide right.
Well, Nick.
Hornet football on WGUD is made possible by All Access Towing and Recovery. At All Access Towing and Recovery, we do towing and roadside of all kinds. All Access Towing and Recovery, open 24/7 for your convenience.
From all of us at All Access Towing, go Hornets!
All Access Towing and Recovery, with 2 locations to serve you.
Since 1982, Family Frozen Foods has grown into one of the coast's leading retail, wholesale food distributor, and restaurant suppliers. Family Frozen Foods is proud to serve Mississippi as well as southern Alabama. As a home-owned and operated company, Family Frozen Foods is able to fulfill special requests.
Moss Point takes the snap from the 20, going to hand off, and he is leveled.
Great hit.
Number 25, I believe that's 25. That's going to be Jared Huff.
Jared Huff on the play.
Number 25 with the Llewellyn defensive stop there.
Jared Huff big. So Moss Point looks like they're going to, okay, they don't huddle. They're not huddling. All right, they're calling. While we're waiting on them, I want to recognize our stars here at left. The left defensive end position is going to be senior Carson Llewellyn. Number 49, Logan McDonald, defensive tackle. Sophomore Gabe Miller. Number 65 at right tackle. The right end, River Felts, recognized as Defensive Player of the Week last week. Call out the linebacker core shortly. Going to throw backside. Ooh.
I tell you what.
Ryder had a chance to.
Carson Ryder was right there for it.
I thought we were going to see a hit there, but probably the better play. You don't want to take a chance on getting a personal foul there. So the linebacking core, I know Fairley, yeah, he's in there. Des Fairley, number 9, he got nicked up there late in the second half in Biloxi last week. He is starting tonight. Of course, you mentioned Dunsford earlier, T.J. Dunsford, middle linebacker, Jared Huff, number 25, and the other outside linebacker is number 10, Brayson Owenby. The cornerback is number 8, Carson Ryder. Mentioned him a few times. The other corner is number 24, Rossi Smith, and rounding out the defensive unit is 11, free safety Hollis Porter. Moss Point's in a 4-wide shotgun. Go route at the left sideline. Ball's going to fall incomplete.
Pass incomplete, brings up 4th down for the Tigers.
Good coverage there for the
Hornets.
Hornets.
That was a quick 3 and out.
It really was, wasn't it? 4th and 14 for Moss Point as they bring in the punt team. We should wind up with pretty good field position out of this,
for
Nick.
The Hornets, number 8, Carson Ryder.
So Ryder's going to be back deep for the Hornets to return the punt. The kicking duties for Moss Point. Number 32, I think. I can't see that far. Caleb Raston. Caleb looks like the punter and the field goal kicker for Moss Point. Looking at a 4th and 14 from their own 15, so certainly don't expect them to going to get a delay of game.
Penalty flag on the play, delay of game
on Moss Point.
And, Nick, my understanding, Moss Point played a really tough game last week.
With D'Iberville,
lost Warriors.
12-0, that's right.
12-0. D'Iberville's got a great squad this year and really looked to go far. I think that's a mark of success for Moss Point, that they really played them that closely and that well.
So with the delay of game penalty, Moss Point is going to be pushed back just inside or right at the 10-yard line. So certainly they are looking for a good snap and a good punt just to get them out of the maroon back there. The snap's back. East Central came for the block and kicks away. It's going to fall inside the 50, but roll beyond across the field over down inside the 40-yard line of the Hornets.
Excellent punt by the Tigers.
Not a bad punt at all.
At the 40
but certainly worth mentioning that first defensive series by East Central, that first play of the game from Huff, man, he delivered a hit on that. Felt like he took his lunch money.
We have a heat timeout on the field.
I felt like our defense played really well against Biloxi last Friday night. Had a couple of blown plays there that led to some long scores, but for the most part, the Hornet defense was really strong against a good Biloxi team.
They really did. They stretched the field pretty well. Tried to stretch the field pretty well. We gave up. We had one busted coverage is what it amounted to. It looked like to me on the seam pass up the right sideline. And that honestly, this early in the season, that you have those busted coverages and just forgetting, sort of where they're supposed to be. And then they had the bubble screen that, that went about 42 yards, and that was just a couple broken tackles. So
that's right.
That East Central can prevent those two plays. That game may play out a little differently. And also, if Hugger, we don't lose him so early last week, that certainly had an impact on the game as well.
It did. It absolutely did. When I went back and watched the game midweek, Nick, it really looked like a much closer game than it felt like just sitting in the stands over Biloxi Friday night.
So we got a stop play by the officials. I know there were some conversation in the press box about the game clock or the play clock prior to, but I'm not sure what's going on. Somebody's got lights on out in the parking lot.
I see.
While we're pausing, we want to make sure we recognize our sponsors, Glenn, that make this happen every Friday night here on WGUD. A partnership that they have with the station is want to make sure we mention All Access Towing.
Take over at their own 40-yard line.
They've been a sponsor for several years now of the East Central Hornets here on WGUD, so we want to thank them. So we're first and 10 from the Hornet 40-yard line. Got a split back set. Looks like Ferris to the near sideline. Going to give underneath to
fullback.
I believe that was Trasha set. Sorry, Marble.
Marble
going to pick up about 6 on first down. We said this since I've been a part of this program and watched East Central football. It is crucial that East Central, or let me say it this way, is so much more helpful when you're looking at a 2nd and 4 and not a 2nd and 8.
No doubt about it. East Central is the kind of a program that's built on great offensive line play. And if you get that push on first down, it makes everything easier.
Quarterback sneak this time with Fant. He's going to pick up about 2 or 3. Now we're looking at a 3rd and 1, which is very manageable right at the 50-yard line.
And about 2.
Looks like Garriga's going to check in. Garriga scored his first touchdown of the season last week, of course, it being the first game. But scored the first touchdown of the game for East Central last week from the tailback position.
Garriga's certainly one of those backs that's got a lot of speed, and if he can ever get out in the open, he can really do some damage, Nick.
Fant's going to give underneath to
first down, Hornets.
That looked like that was Garriga. Yeah,
that was Garriga. Yep, that's right.
Going to come across the 50-yard line inside Tiger territory. 4:33 to go here in the first quarter at HD Shirley Field.
That first down run was made by number 20, Preston Garriga.
In Hurley, Mississippi, where the 0-0 Tigers look for their first win against the 0-1 Tigers look for their first win against the 0-1 Hornets. Got a receiver to the far side of the field. Going to give underneath to Marble, and he is just
good play by the.
He is hit hard by Brown there. Mentioned him earlier.
Number 12, Andrew Marble with the carry for the Hornets. Bring up second down.
Going to be brought down by Jamarius Brown. Man, he is quick.
Moss Point certainly got some good players up front on both sides of the ball. Got a lot of size and a lot of athleticism. And I guess that's kind of how they really played such a tough game with the Iberville.
Yeah, and last year I'm not real sure what number Brown wore last year, but I want to say he had about 15 or 16 tackles against us down in Moss Point. So that's going to be Mears in motion, going to give underneath the Marble.
Good carry.
Goes behind the right tackle, going to pick up about.
12, Andrew Marble again.
We'll give him 4 yards.
Gain of 3 yards.
And he's going to be just marked just short of the 34-yard line. 42-yard line.
3rd and long kind of goes back to what you're talking about. First down, good first down makes everything else easier, and we certainly didn't get it on that first down previous. Let's see if we can pick it up here in a couple of tries.
There's a speed option. You got a great block by Mears around the end. Little move by
Garriga
he's
picked up the
gonna
first
pick up
down.
the first down.
Good job.
Number 20, Preston
You know,
Garriga with a
last
first
week that was pretty
down.
effective against Biloxi while Deuce was in. Kind of got away from it once Brady got in, which kind of made me think, Brady maybe didn't have the snaps or opportunities to kind of be ready to run that play. But that was very effective last week. And because you're hitting them in the middle so much, it gives you that opportunity to get that ball around on the outside that East Central really hadn't done a lot of. But that's a little wrinkle that we've added this year. And Brady did a good job getting the pitch out there.
Brady did a great job on that play.
Going to go underneath back to, I think that's Eli.
Good job.
Yeah, that's
Number 3,
Eli.
Eli Smith with the carry there, good for about 5 yards.
So there we go. We halfway to another first down on that first down carry down on the 30-yard line. 2:15 and counting in the first quarter. Score 0-0 here in Hurley. East Central on their second, what I'll call second big drive of the game, got down to the 10-yard line, I
think we got a flag on Moss Point.
had a penalty on the last drive and was backed up 15 yards.
A show in motion against the Hornets.
Looked like we're going to get
back us up.
On the Hornets.
Negate
flagged
that
here for a
good
false
first
start.
down.
So they give us 5 and we give it right back.
Well, we had a few of these problems last week that was at very difficult times for us and just kind of blew out drives. And I think as we get further into the season, you'll see fewer and fewer of these false starts, Nick.
So 2nd and 10, split backfield. Fant's going to give underneath to
maybe Trosset.
I believe it was.
Nope, that's Marble. That's Marble.
Marble going to get his
12,
back.
Andrew Marble with the carry.
Get the 5 back that we just gave up. So
Gain of about 5 yards.
ball's resting on the 31-yard line of Moss Point. 1:22 to go and counting in the first quarter. Looks like Moss Point is going to take a timeout.
I feel like
Moss Point
We're
takes a
going to take a timeout while they take a timeout and recognize the local sponsors, Glenn.
okay.
During this timeout, we take a
In mortgage lending, First Federal cares about our community, and we'll always have your best interest in mind.
We are committed to the health and safety of our customers and employees.
Providing you the financial services you need is always a priority.
For 65 years, First Federal has overcome economic challenges and natural disasters.
And we're not going anywhere. We're here for you.
We are committed to taking care of our customers and employees because you're always first with us.
Lines and traffic got you down? Ever feel like friendly service is a thing of the past? Well, at H&H Chevron, our friendly staff is always happy to greet you with a smile and get you going fast. Let us take care of you. Since 1992, fast and friendly customer service, quality, and satisfaction have always been our #1 priority.
We're back here in Hurley where the 0-1 Tigers
It'll be 3rd down and 7 yards
have
to go
traveled
for
to the 0-1 East Central Hornets.
3rd and 6 right here. Need a big pickup for the Hornets.
Got a back in motion, going to give underneath the Marble again, and he's hit pretty quickly by number 32 of Moss Point.
Moss Point they saw that one coming, Nick. 4th and 5.
Number 12, Andrew Marble on the carry, gets it out to the 30-yard line.
Pretty sure we're going to be beyond what Ferris can do. I look for us to go for it here.
I think we'll go for
32,
it.
Caleb Braston with the stop for the Tigers.
Looks
Bring
like
4th down and about 6 yards to go.
I thought Eli Smith was coming into the game.
I would not be surprised to see us throw the ball right here. If you do throw an interception kind of down towards the end zone, you know it serves as good as a punt.
Yep.
But we've had success running the ball underneath. There it is right there.
Oh, man.
That play went for about 40 yards a while ago. Going to get
Just
about
short.
3.
Just short.
And that'll be a turnover on downs. I'm looking forward to when we give Lambert an opportunity to catch the ball, Glenn.
Absolutely. He did such a great job for us last year, Nick.
He's such a big target, you know.
He is. Plus, he's got great hands, can catch the ball in traffic. We saw him move the chains for us multiple times last season.
1st and 10, Moss
He's a
Point
great weapon.
at their own 27-yard line.
Nick kind of got bogged down with another penalty right there. Kind of.
It's a drive killer for sure.
Yeah.
So 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. Moss Point looks to take, I guess, their second series.
Hornets have had the ball just about the entire first quarter, Nick. 30 seconds on the clock. Kind of a staple of Hornet football is to play keep away, really tiring out that opponent's defense by the end of the game.
That's right. Looks like Coach Harmon's going to take another timeout here. Wants to make sure he gets a good play called here in the first quarter. Again, want to acknowledge another sponsor, Terry Jackson and Family Frozen Foods, and appreciate their partnership with WGUD and allowing us to bring this every Friday night for the folks and all the
staff at Heritage Funeral Home is a close-knit family. We understand the passing of a loved one is a sorrowful time and are honored to care for your family as our own. As a locally owned funeral home, affordability has always been a priority for Heritage. We can ease the burden of planning a funeral and bring peace of mind. From pre-planning to aftercare, the Heritage Funeral Home staff will make sure your experience is memorable and special. Heritage Funeral Homes.
Hornets has a split set with a back in motion. Quarterback's going to look up the right sideline, throws to Simmons. Ball's going to fall incomplete. Simmons, I meant to mention earlier, he's a senior, I think a 4, maybe a 5-star Division I prospect. He's committed to Ole Miss. He's 6'2", 177 pounds. He's kind of their go-to guy on offense. That's the first time they've tried him tonight. So I look for him to try to get for Moss Point and Coach Harmon to try to get the ball in his hands.
You know, Nick, they'll line him up at a lot of different places. They'll line him up at quarterback some, try to put him out here on the outside and throw to him. He certainly does everything for Moss Point.
Going to give this time to 3. He's going to be hit pretty quickly by.
Right there on the defensive end.
I couldn't tell if
Nick,
that was.
I'm struggling with the.
I think those numbers are hard. I believe it was Phelps. And then it looked like Dunsford may have been close by too.
Yeah,
Jared Huff.
Sorry, it was Huff, 25 by 29. Yeah.
Okay.
Number 3, Taboris Charles on the carry for the Tigers.
So Huff on another big play. He had a huge hit to start the game. That'll win the first quarter. Yeah, Glenn. Score 0-0 here in Hurley. You're watching Hornet football on WGUD.
Since 1999.
Attorney Matthew Lott and his group of awesome paralegals get up every day with a dedication to solve your legal problems. Injuries and family matters are our specific areas of concentration. Results matter, and our track record shows it. We have also obtained numerous significant settlements and verdicts for our clients through our personal injury practice and obtained life-altering judgments for our clients in our divorce and child custody practice. Our offices are in Hurley and Pascagoula, and we have represented clients in almost every county in Mississippi. If you cannot come to us, we will come to you.
Everything, yeah, that's right. That's probably the best team I've seen from Biloxi in a while.
Yeah.
I really believe that, and I think we'll see them at the end of the year.
We're back here at H.D. Shirley Field on the campus of East Central High School. Nick D'Angelo, Glenn Dickerson, second quarter, 0-0. The Tigers have taken possession inside of their own 25-yard line. Caught a timeout right there before the end of the quarter. Ran a little sweep around the outside, didn't muster much up, but now we got a split set to the top of the screen, snaps back. Quarterback's going to roll right, chased out of the pocket, thrown up the sideline, going to be incomplete.
Well out of bounds.
Pass incomplete.
Fourth down from Moss Point.
That's going to be another good series by the Hornet defensive unit.
Jonathan Thompson Jr. brings up 4th down for the Tigers.
Hornet defense looking really strong tonight,
Number
Nick,
8, Carson
in
Ryan
all
will be back
aspects,
deep
D-line,
to return the
linebacker, secondary. Everybody really looks well, healthy, flying around out there.
Well, with the exception of I guess McDonald probably had some snaps last year, but River Phelps and your two defensive tackles are really the only ones down there that hasn't seen substantial time on the field. That linebacking core, I doubt there's another linebacking core in our district that has the snaps and the athletic ability even as deep as this defensive unit.
They were great last season, and they certainly look like they're just as good, if not better, this season.
Looks like there's a little confusion over there. the punter, I think Moss Point didn't have enough guys on the field, and the punter had the presence of mind to call a timeout.
Is that Moss Point's third?
That's their third. Caleb Raston, he realized, hey, coach, we don't have enough guys out here, and rather than be penalized.
Mcmurphy Orthodontics is the official orthodontist partner of East Central High School and proudly supports East Central Athletics. We're dedicated to creating extraordinary, confident smiles, one Hornet at a time. We combine cutting-edge technology, specialized care, and hometown hospitality to deliver the results you expect and a smile that you'll celebrate for a lifetime. With offices in West Mobile and Lucedale, we hope you'll make that short trip for a free orthodontic consultation and find out why Mcmurphy Orthodontics is the victorious choice for Hornet fans in Hurley and beyond.
Raston was able to get a pretty good punt off last time, if I remember. It was about 35 yards. He's going to be standing at his own 10-yard line. East Central looks like they're coming for the block. They are. Snaps high, punts up, kicks away.
No flag.
No flag. Going to get another good bounce.
Good punt.
Ball's going to be down inside the East Central 30-yard line.
By the punter.
Man, that's about a 45-yarder, including the roll.
I was trying to do the math in my head. That's looked like every bit of a 45-yarder for Raston there. So that's the second good punt of the night for him.
2, 4, 6, 8. Noodle, we appreciate Hornets.
Go Hornets.
Hi, Hornet fans. I'm Sheriff Mike Ezel, and I want to take this opportunity to wish the East Central Hornets the best of luck this football season. Go Hornets.
Canned food, non-perishable food items can be dropped off.
So East Central's going to come out now,
Southern Oaks Realty
take possession of the ball on the 30-yard line. Looks like we've got a new lineman checked into the game, Louis Otwall, number 60. I think he's checked in at guard. So going to give to Eli behind that right guard. Broke one tackle, brought down by number 7 for Moss Point.
Number 3, Eli Smith.
Picked up about 4.
We mentioned earlier, Garriga scored our first touchdown last week against Biloxi, and then Eli scored a touchdown in the second half for the Hornets.
Van's going to keep it behind the left tackle guard.
Maybe
pick up about 2. Up across their 35 to the 36-yard line. So
with the quarterback sneak there. Gain of 2 yards.
East Central's looking at a manageable 3rd and 4.
Bring up 3rd down and 4.
10:50 to go in the second quarter. Score 0-0. Ferris to the top side, going to go underneath. I think that's Mears or Garriga.
Did not pick it up. Didn't pick it up.
Sorry, that was Eli. Excuse me, that was Eli. Picked up about 3, going to be short about a full yard.
Just get the feeling that Coach Collins is not going
I believe we're going to try to draw him off and go. If not, go to quarterback sneak right here. That's a safe play. Brady's got a couple. He's averaging 2 or 3 yards a carry on that quarterback sneak.
Yeah, I don't think he's –
And your defense is playing pretty good so far. I don't think this is all that risky of a call myself. I look for us to draw them off.
4th and 1 for the Hornets.
They're going to bite. Coach Collins is going to call a timeout. 10 minutes to go. 9:57 to go to halftime. We got a timeout. We'll break also. Hornet football on WGUD.
Maxwell. For more than 120 years, Merchants and Marine Bank has helped Gulf Coast individuals and businesses achieve their financial goals. As your community bank, we strongly believe in supporting the customers and the communities that support us.
Hi, this is Eric Collins, the head football coach at East Central High School. Our team brings their very best each time they take the field, just like the banking team at Merchants and Marine Bank. Visit M&Mbank.com to find the banking solutions you need right here at home. Member FDIC.
What do you think of when I say Hurley? Home. Home. Your home. My home.
Home.
I'm Leah Hinton, broker and owner of Southern Oaks Realty right here in Hurley. Although Hurley is home, our team is ready to help you anywhere in South Mississippi.
Even where our rivals reside.
Looking to buy or sell a home?
Call us today or stop by the office. Let us help you establish new roots.
Heat problems this week in practice is what I was told. But
Okay.
he hadn't been in the game.
We're back on this 4th down.
There it goes.
He
Brady
gave
Fant,
it to-
face mask.
Gave it to Fant. They just ripped his helmet off his head.
That was like the second face mask.
Yeah,
when they
there was
ripped
one
the helmet.
flag.
Touchdown run by Brady Fant, number 5. There's also penalty markers on the play.
His head was not attached to it. It was not inside the helmet, so that's good. But they pulled it right off of there.
Good.
But that'll get your
good-
blood pumping right there. I
good
think Brady's
carry.
ready to go.
Good carry by Brady Fant. He wasn't going to be denied the first down, Nick.
He's got grit like Tasha. If it had been Robbie, he would have. He wouldn't have. I'm gonna hear about that one.
Oh, me 9:47 left. So we should get 15 more tacked on top of that
That'll
great
be face mask
carry
on the Tigers.
by Brady Fant.
15 yards. We'll move the Hornets past the 50-yard line
Big pickup right there. Big pickup. Maybe we can get a little momentum going.
to the 42-yard line of Moss Point.
Got one to go our way after several penalties that's cost us. That one will help. So ball's going to rest now at the 42-yard line. First down. Hornets look like they want to capitalize on this little momentum they got going. Clock starting. Fant snaps. Gives underneath to
Good hit by 24.
Eli Smith, and he's going to pull his helmet off too. Second play in a row. Grabbed by the face mask. I'm not real sure how we didn't get a face mask call there, but
There's really only one way, Nick, for a player's helmet to be thrown backwards 7 yards, and that's for somebody to rip it off. I don't really understand why there's not a flag down.
it's going to be 24. Josh and Price, he's a senior, 6'2", 165. He put a pretty good hit on him, but I felt like it got a little bit excessive. I'm pretty sure he jerked his helmet off. Moss Point coaching staff must have felt the same because they pulled him out.
Second and 8.
Second 8, ball inside the 40-yard line. Fant takes a snap. He gives underneath to Marble on the handoff to the fullback, and
Moss Point's really gumming up the middle now,
they are.
Nick.
Mr. Brown, he's a big man. 255 pounds, you got to be a big boy to move him out of there.
All right, the referees is calling everybody together. Getting a little chippy out there.
It is.
Probably a good decision by the white hat. No question, Moss Point has come to play tonight. Good-looking team. Moss Point's got a good-looking team out there on the field, Nick.
They're flying around the ball. I mean, they have a lot of intensity. So we're going to call it 3rd and 8. Fant takes a snap. He's going to roll out to the right. He's got Lambert open. Pass downfield and just underthrown. Sorry, that wasn't Lambert. That was Mears.
Good play, number 13 for Moss Point.
Intended for number 35.
That's Kiki Ford. Broke up the pass. I have listed a receiver playing double duty there. Defensive back, and he's gonna come back out.
That play by Ford from Moss Point could have saved a touchdown right there. There wasn't really anybody behind Lambert, I don't think.
Well, Brady had somebody in his face, so he wasn't able to get a lot on the ball, so it kind of floated and just about picked off. It looked like we're going to punt here. 8:38 to go. 4th down. Snaps back. Punts up. Going to try to get it down inside the goal line, but it's going to land in the end zone and be a touchback.
Number 30, Preston Robinson.
So good punt. Good punt by Robinson there. It just come up. Went a little bit too far.
So 8:25 to go. Score 0-0 here in Hurley. Tigers, Hornets, East Central football, WGUD.
0-0.
Hornet football on WGUD is made possible by Singing River Electric Cooperative.
We're back after a first down play, which resulted in a 1-yard loss.
Number 10, Brayson Owenby with the tackle.
Moss Point's going to wait on a call in for their second play of the series, the 2nd and 11. Terence Goodwin, the quarterback for Moss Point, number 19. With 3 wide set, got a back in motion. He's going to look right. He throws right on the hook over there. To Simmons. It's complete. Quickly, his helmet also comes off. These boys need to get them some smaller helmets or something. We've had several instances. If you're just joining us, we've had several instances of helmets getting knocked off and pulled off and everything else. But nonetheless,
Huff gets out there on the edge and knocks Simmons on out of bounds.
Coach Collins wants him to come out of the game. If your helmet comes off, by rule, you're supposed to have to come out of the game for one play. Yeah. So Simmons will take the one play off, which is crucial because it's a 3rd and 5, and I'd certainly probably look back at him. I'm surprised they hadn't thrown the ball to him more because he is an athlete. I remember when he was a sophomore, he came up here. Man, he had a game. Going to give underneath him. Man, he is hit quick.
Wow, look at that Hornet defense, Nick.
Quick by Dunford was back there, and Huff again, and
looks like
I think that was Watts was in there on it as well.
In there, man, flying around.
And number 18, T.J. Dunsford.
So that's going to bring up another man. The defense has played really well this evening. Moss Point just has not been able to get a lot going offensively. So 7 minutes to go here to halftime, 0-0. Kind of been back and forth. East Central's had a few opportunities to kind of put the ball or get down inside had the ball inside the 20 a couple times and not able to score. So Ratson's back to do the punting. East Central brings everybody again. They're going to flag him there. Got away with one a while ago, but we're going to get a roughing the punter on that one. Or East Central is. And
that'll be
on the play.
That's probably going to be a first down for Moss Point.
I believe so.
That'll be their first.
Be roughing the kicker on the Hornets.
It'll be their first down of the night.
They got pretty close. He sort of got pretty close to hitting him last time, and this time I thought if he gave a little acting job last time, he probably would have got it. But that time he didn't have to act. They hit him.
They did. They hit him that time for sure.
So I want to recognize Miss Cindy and Bruce at Heritage Funeral Home and thank them for their sponsorships every year for the program here, as well as Matt Light Law, Mcmurphy's Orthodontics, and Sheriff Mike Giselle. I want to thank them for sponsoring Hornet football on WGUD.
6:42 left in the first half, Nick.
I really thought we'd have had some points by now, Glenn.
I had as well. Hornet defense playing really well, but the Moss Point defense is playing pretty good too. Had a couple of tough penalties against the Hornets, though, that really snuffed out some drives. Oh, man, Simmons, I think he caught it.
Fabulous catch there by number 5, Larry Simmons.
Simmons made a great catch right there, Nick, for another Moss Point first down at midfield.
At the 50-yard line.
So first and 10 at the 50, 6:30 to go. Moss Point got a little momentum in their way. Simmons is going to be your slot receiver here. Snaps back, going to give underneath on the end around. Nice job right there by Dunsford and Brayson Owenby.
18 on the stop for the Hornets, number T.J. Dunsford. Number 7, Evans on the carry for the Tigers.
That was Evans on the carry around the left side.
What's that, 4 yards?
Gain of 4.
Look like it, yep.
2nd and 6 yards to go.
Under the 5 minute, I wonder why we didn't get a heat timeout right there. 5:52.
Yeah, you're right. They haven't done any heat timeouts, huh? Did they do one in the first
maybe
quarter?
They did in the first quarter.
Maybe so.
So we're going to have trips to the top of the screen. Simmons is your far top receiver there. Towns going to be in the shot. Goodwin in the shotgun. He looks left, throws across the middle to number 8. It's going to be completed. Brought down pretty quickly. Number 8, Ladarius Matthews.
Close to a first down.
Matthews on the catch for the Tigers. Defensive stop by play made by 18, T.J. Dunsford.
Got a timeout. There's your heat timeout.
Right there.
So with that timeout, we'll take a quick break here from HD Shirley Field, Hornet football on WGUD.
Getting letters from the IRS? Have you not filed taxes in years? Do you feel like you have no options? Because we can help you find the best option based on your specific needs. The IRS has the power to freeze your bank account, to garnish your paycheck, and to seize your assets. We can help you with offer and compromises, not collectible status, innocent spousal relief, lien removal, garnishment relief, installment agreements, and much, much more. I am Ryan Longmire, and I'm here for all your tax service needs. Do not settle for just any tax service company. Choose Taxes in Time and let me get to work for you. Call now for your free consultation. Weekend appointments are available. Taxes in Time, a local tax company you can trust with all of your IRS and state taxing issues.
We're back here in Hurley where the Tigers are looking at a 1st and 10. Goodwin back, throws across the middle on a slant route. It's complete. What a throw, what a catch by number 13, Kiki Ford. He was also the young man that broke up a pass on the defensive side a while ago, so he hauled that one in. About a 15, 16-yard gain.
Hollis Porter pulls him down.
First down for the Tigers.
That was a heck of a throw.
It really was.
Goodwin going to give underneath back to Evans, and he's hit pretty early.
Good drive for the Moss Point Tigers.
Number 7, Evans
that's
on
their
the carry.
4th first
Stopped by
down.
number 25, Jared Huff.
Like Huff and
also number 18,
maybe
TJ
Dunsford on the tackle there. 4:44 to go to halftime. Pascal. Moss Point's driving. Going to have a trips right formation. Single back set. Goodwin called for the snap. Evans in motion. Goodwin looks right, throws right into the wing. Got 2 Hornet defenders over there, and he ran through both of them, broke another tackle, and going to be knocked out of bounds.
Looks like maybe Hollis Porter
right at the 12-yard line by the free safety,
number
Porter.
7, Evans again with the reception.
So Moss Point spreading the ball around and having some success here right before halftime.
Swapping out on the defensive line, looks like Killingsworth and Big Gabe Miller coming into the game.
So they're going to flip it over, bring the trips to this side of the field. Single back set. East Central got their ears pinned back. They're coming. On this 1st and 10, Moss Point can't get a first down if they get to the 3-yard line. Got a back in motion, going to give to the up back, and he's brought down just beyond the line of scrimmage by, I can't tell if that was Feltz.
I'll be honest, Nick, those maroon
Yeah,
numbers,
we're gonna,
those dark gray is really hard for me to make out.
We're going to go with
by number 25, Jared Huff.
Jared Huff.
Okay.
Jared Huff, press box says.
Huff's having a ball game today.
He really is.
2nd and 10, under 3:30 to go to halftime.
Great drive from Moss Point.
They've made a couple
really
good throws. They
started with the roughing the punter down here on this end of the field, and they've just they played keep away ever since.
Ball's going to be thrown up to Ford Jr., and he's going to bring it down in the end zone over the top of the Hornet defender. Touchdown. Going to get a 15-yard penalty for excessive celebration.
Number 13, Ford Jr. with the touchdown reception for the Tigers. There are penalty flags on the play.
Ford having a big game tonight for the Moss Point Tigers.
He sure is. We built up Simmons, and they haven't looked to him many times, but most of the balls have gone to Ford, and he's answered the call when they've dialed him up.
3:01 left in the first half, Nick. Moss Point lining up for
touchdown is good.
Extra
Personal foul
point.
against Moss Point. That penalty will be assessed on the kickoff.
So I'm not sure who does the kicking for the Hornets. I mean, for the Tigers now that Rashton, he was also the punter. He
lining up number.
He got hit.
32.
Okay, I guess
That's
he's able
him.
to. Yeah.
That's
So
him.
he's one we rolled up a while ago. He rolled his ankle up. He's out to do the extra point duties. Snaps back, the hold down, and kicks up. It's blocked.
That
Looked like it got
kick
blocked
never
by.
really developed, did it?
I think that's
six-
fairly. I couldn't tell who got a hand on it. And I'm sorry. I think it was Llewellyn. So 3 minutes to go to halftime. We're going to take a break and recognize our local sponsors, Hornet Football and WGUD.
2,000 miles. Eat something that resembles food and seal the deal with a room full of strangers. Now you have a big old check, which means you hold in your hands the future of your company. But wait, you have the Singing River Federal app, which means you and thousands of others like you can bank wherever you are. So no more worries, except for whatever you ate. Singing River Federal, the better way to bank. Many can say they're family owned, that they've been in business for over 30 years. But we can. Born and raised on the Mississippi Gulf Coast, our family has a long history in the furniture business. We still offer quality furniture brands, many built right in our own state. And we have free local delivery, removal of old furniture with no interest financing options available. Together, we can make your house a home. Hurry, there are great deals waiting for you, but only with Taylor Furniture in Moss Point.
Stroll on into the chopping block in Hurley and pick up some of the freshest meats in town. The chopping block offers a wide variety to choose from, with steaks cut to any certain size you need. The friendly folks at the chopping block are here for you and ready to help. They also offer a large selection of specialty items.
At H.C. Shirley Field, the Tigers just scored on a touchdown pass. Extra point was blocked. They'll now kick off to East Central with Carson Ryder on the reception or on the return. He's going to bring it up across the 30. Moss Point's trying to strip it out. He's able to hold on to it.
Number 8, Ryder with the return.
Forward progress will start around the 32-yard line, looks like, and that's where East Central will start their what looks to be last opportunity to score here in the first half, Glenn.
2:53 left. I think we got all 3 timeouts, don't we, Nick? Or did we use one?
We
burned
used one.
We did burn one on the 4th down, tried to draw them offside.
That's
so
right.
We got 2.
Yep.
Got 2 left. Well, it'd be awesome if we could get in field goal range here and see if Ferris could get a 3-pointer.
Ferris, your quarterback. He's going to give to Eli. I think it was Eli.
That was Eli.
Number 3, Eli Smith on the carry for the Hornets.
Picked up about 3.
Gain of 4.
We'll go with B. Knight 4. He's a math guy. I like him. He's better than me at math.
Middle getting plugged up, Nick.
It is. We hadn't gone back to that speed option. We ran it that one time. Be a good time for it. They're going to go underneath the mirrors, and they were waiting on that little trap, and they snuffed that out pretty early.
Carry for the Hornets.
So no gain on the second down play.
Number 8, Matthews on the stop for the Tigers.
3rd and 6.
3rd and a big long 6 there. Ball sits at the East Central 36-yard line. 2 minutes to go to halftime. Fant comes to the huddle with the play. Ferris is going to go to the far sideline. Looks like your backs are Mears, Marble, and Smith. Mears in motion. There was your speed option.
Looks like a
illegal
procedure.
Somebody on that offensive line got a little anxious and jumped.
Replay, 3rd down.
And that back judge had his hand on the flag waiting. Nick East Central for 5 yards and let him do it again. 3rd and 11. 1:45 to go. Score is 6-0. Tigers lead. Going to get back underneath to
Eli
I think
Smith.
that's Eli. He's going to nice piece of running. Going to be tripped up by one Tiger defender. 4th down, 1:25 and counting. I think Moss Point's out of timeouts. Of course, the clock's going to stop at the change of possession. If East Central don't score here, the clock will stop.
Looks like we're going to go for it.
He's lining up.
Clock's down to 1 minute and 8 seconds.
20 to go on the play clock, so
We're in no hurry though, so
he does have a timeout to burn.
Play clock down to 9 seconds. Looks like we'll probably let it go down and call timeout.
That's what he'll do. Coach Collins will call a timeout here. 48 seconds to go until halftime. Want to recognize some more of our sponsors, Clayton Legier and M&M Bank, Merchants and Marine Bank. Thank you for your sponsorship, and Leah Hinton at Southern Oaks Realty. She's always sponsored the program, and thankful for her and her sponsorship of the program. Local electric cooperative, Singing River Electric, as well as Singing River Federal Credit Union, sponsor Hornet football here on WGUD. Taxes in time. James Barlow and the folks at Taylor Furniture, as well as the Chopping Block here in Hurley. Thank you for your sponsorship of WGUD
Nick,
and Hornet football.
So many great sponsors, isn't it, in the Hurley area that it really.
And they get hit up a lot, Glenn.
They do. They really do. I feel, I really appreciate them. Really appreciate everything that they do, particularly sponsoring football on WGUD.
So 4th and 10, we decided we're going to punt it. That's going to be Preston Robinson back doing those duties, number 15. Huff is going to be back, but the ball is going to be down by the Hornet punt
number
team.
30, Preston Robinson,
just inside the 30-yard line.
Ball rolled dead.
Well, Nick, I would expect Moss Point to take their 6-point lead into the locker room.
I would venture to say that's what's going to happen. Especially that deep into their own territory, you wouldn't think that.
38 seconds left to go in the half.
But hey, you got a 4 or 5-star recruit in Simmons. Maybe you throw the ball up the sideline one time and see what happens. Ford's back in the game. He's in the near side. Actually, they got Simmons playing tailback back there, standing alongside of the quarterback. I wonder if we don't see a trick play. He's in motion. There it is, a throwback to Simmons. He's going to throw it. He's wide open, and he's going to be overthrown, thankfully.
He was open there for a minute, Nick, but it closed up pretty quick. Hollis Porter moving over from safety spot.
Ball is incomplete. Bring up 2nd down and 10.
32 seconds left on the clock.
That will stop the clock. So, you kind of – I kind of suspected we may see that, at least one. I do look for him to run maybe one couple. They'll have to run 2 more probably with that clock stoppage now. But, we were talking. There are a few guys. Ladarius Matthews, 8, he's playing both ways, and he's a big young 6'2", 225. Going to fake a dive, try to slant back across the middle to Simmons. It falls incomplete.
Pass goes incomplete.
3rd and 10, 29 seconds to go.
Number 8, Carson Ryder with the coverage.
Yeah, I believe I would
for the Tigers
be happy with a 6-0 lead coming up here to Hurley and running the clock out, but that's not what we're doing. Snaps going to be give underneath to Evans. He broke one tackle, but tackled by the second Hornet.
Maybe
I think it was Phelps.
Yeah.
And I think
stop for the Hornets
19 seconds to go to halftime. Did Coach Collins call a timeout?
A timeout.
Or Tigers call a timeout?
No signal from the referee yet.
Well, it's 4th down it's 4th down, 18 seconds or 19 seconds to go. They got the ball on their own 28-yard line. I don't. If I'm Coach Collins, I probably would have called. I don't know who called the timeout, but now they got to snap the ball. Maybe Hornets get lucky and snap it over there to the middle school, and we get too easy. So 4th and 10. Raston's back to do the punting.
Carson Ryder deep for the Hornets. Looks like Max Rush is on here.
Yeah, we got our ears
try to
pinned
make
back.
something happen.
Snap is back.
Oh,
missed a punt or missed the block. Ryder will return it. He's got one.
Got a little something. He's up. Good return by Carson Ryder.
Fantastic return there by number 8.
So about a 36-yard return. Looked like about a 40 or so yard punt. Almost got back to the line of scrimmage. 5 seconds to go to halftime.
5.9 seconds left to go in the half.
Well, we got to play. Let's see what happens.
I have no doubts Coach Collins has some kind of play that he can run right here. We may just get, something vanilla and run up the middle and go into the locker room, but I wouldn't altogether be surprised to see a trick play either. So 5 seconds to go to half. East Central has enough time for one play. Ball sitting at the Moss Point 41-yard line.
Kind of got a little tense on the sideline for that tackle of Carson Ryder right there, Nick. I think we're going to probably see that continue in the second half. Whistle.
Somebody called a timeout, I believe.
Penalty flags on the play.
We got a flag.
Delay a game.
Delay a game on the
against
Hornets. Okay.
I wasn't watching the play clock, Nick.
Well, this camera and router here is right in my line of sight. So here we go. 1st and 15. After that 5-yard penalty is assessed, we're going to go underneath to Eli. He's going to get around the right end and be taken down, and that'll do it here in the first half, where the Hornets trail the visiting Tigers 6-0 here at H.D. Shirley Field on the campus of East Central High School.
The visitors from Moss Point 6.
With that break, we'll take a break here and recognize our local sponsors. You're watching Hornet football on WGUD. We're going to keep it.
Chopping Block in Hurley and pick up some of the freshest meats in town. The Chopping Block offers a wide variety to choose from, with steaks cut to any certain size you need. The friendly folks at the Chopping Block are here for you and ready to help. They also offer a large selection of specialty items and spices.
From all of us here at the Chopping Block, we would like to say, Go Hornets!
The Chopping Block in Hurley, a proud sponsor of Coach's Corner on WGUD.
Welcome back to H.D. Shirley Field. We're at halftime. The homestanding Hornets, 0-1 Hornets trail the visiting 0-1 Tigers 6-0, which was I won't call it boring. We've had some excitement, but just not a lot of scoring. Maybe if you're a defensive a fan of football and you like defense, this has been your game. Had a few pretty big hits, but the one score coming on a 16-yard touchdown pass to Kiki Ford for the Tigers in the way of a jump ball, I guess you'd call it that.
That's right.
And then the Tigers were able to block that subsequent extra point. Our offensive unit had the ball down inside the 20 a couple times now and have had a few mistakes on the line. With one was a holding, I think, and
holding penalty, false start, some procedures. And,
we've had a few.
Too bad for the Hornets, really, because I felt like they dominated the line of scrimmage in that entire first quarter. I think Moss Point had a couple of series where they lost 3 yards on each of their first two possessions and had to punt. And it felt like East Central kept the ball the entire first quarter of the game, had great control of the line of scrimmage, and then wound up really not having any points on the board to show for it.
Yeah, it's a much different feel on that offensive unit this week than last. I talked to a couple of people over the week or this past week, and it was just kind of a different feel offensively last week in Biloxi. Tonight, you see a little bit more of that physicality, if that's the word, that we're kind of accustomed to. It may be some that Biloxi, they were bigger in number and in size of player, honestly. And this being a 4A school, that was a 6A. So that could be some of it. But I think, because we got a couple guys you mentioned that aren't starters, I think, that are seeing some playing time tonight that would have some that are out.
That's right. We've got a lot of new faces on the offensive line tonight, Nick. I think we certainly did last week compared to last year. So I think Coach Collins is getting a lot of different looks on the offensive line, trying to see how he can create that chemistry that we really need to have that timing with our backs.
That's right. That's right.
Nick, I felt like, to me, I thought Brady Fant looked much more comfortable tonight in that quarterback role than he did just getting thrown into it last week. What were your thoughts on Brady?
Oh, absolutely. We talked earlier that he had ran that speed option a couple times, and then we tried to run it right there before half, and I think somebody jumped off sides and we weren't able to do it. I hope we'll see more of that because I know Brady is an athlete. He's an athletic kid, and I like to see him carry the ball. So I'm hoping we'll see some more of that. But we talked last week. We're pretty deep at guys that can carry the ball too. So that's never a bad problem to have.
Brady Fant, gritty kid. He's a senior. Got a lot of leadership qualities. I know a lot of the kids on the team look up to him. I think Brady is really doing well out there. We just got to find that chemistry on that offensive line. I know we all want it to happen now. I think we just got to go through a lot of the reps to kind of get there.
Well, and you said last week, the defense is always ahead of the offense, especially an offense like this that's so depends so much on timing and sequences and that kind of thing. And thankfully, we have a skilled and a talented defense that's able to keep us in games. So we talked about earlier, you don't have some of those two big plays last week. You may even have a different outcome on the score.
That's right.
So anyway, it'll be interesting to see sort of what happened, the changes at halftime, and some conversations that's happening in the locker room right now, sort of how that transition or materializes out on the field in the second half.
Good to see Lambert back on the field tonight. I think he had a pretty good first half out there. But our defense was, again, kind of the star of the first half.
Especially Jared Huff, right? I mean, he's laying the wood to people out there. So
great night for Jared Huff. We'll see what happens in the second half. But, hey, tip your hat to Moss Point. They really came to play tonight. They're flying all over the field out there. 13 forward.
He's having a big game.
Had a big game, offense and defense.
Brown, the defensive lineman, he's a big fella out there, and you're seeing why he's having the national accolades and recognition that he gets. And I look for him to be, more part of the second half, and I really look for them to give Simmons more of an opportunity than they have. So the pressure's going to be on the defense, I think, especially if we're still not able to kind of get some synergy there offensively.
We'll get the ball first. In the second half, right?
We received. They deferred, so they'll get the ball.
So they'll get the ball
That's
first.
Right.
So we gotta stuff them. That first 5 minutes in the third quarter so crucial.
That's right. Our Hornet band is about to play and perform here, so we want to pan over and try to recognize their efforts tonight.
Section leaders for the Hornet Marching Band are Rachel Miles, Chloe Finch, Chloe Walker, Jasmine Slater, Trey Smith, Clarissa Ratliff, Connor Reynolds, and Ryan Goodwin.
Go Hornet!
Hornet football on WGUD is made possible by All Access Towing and Recovery. At All Access Towing and Recovery, we do towing and roadside of all kinds. All Access Towing and Recovery, open 24/7 for your convenience.
From all of us at All Access Towing, go Hornets!
All Access Towing and Recovery, with 2 locations to serve you.
Since 1982, Family Frozen Foods has grown into one of the coast's leading retail, wholesale food distributor, and restaurant suppliers. Family Frozen Foods is proud to serve Mississippi as well as southern Alabama. As a home-owned and operated company, Family Frozen Foods is able to fulfill special requests, offer competitive pricing, and a wide variety of inventory to satisfy customers' needs. Family Frozen Foods, with 2 locations to serve you, Telephone Road in Pascagoula and in the Eagle Plaza on Washington Avenue in Ocean Springs.
The staff at Heritage Funeral Home is a close-knit family. We understand the passing of a loved one is a sorrowful time and are honored to care for your family as our own. As a locally owned funeral home, affordability has always been a priority for Heritage. We can ease the burden of planning a funeral and bring peace of mind. From pre-planning to aftercare, the Heritage Funeral Home staff will make sure your experience is memorable and special. Heritage Funeral Home, serving you since 1999.
Attorney Matthew Lott and his group of awesome paralegals get up every day with a dedication to solve your legal problems. Injuries and family matters are our specific areas of concentration. Results matter, and our track record shows it. We have also obtained numerous significant settlements and verdicts for our clients through our personal injury practice and obtained life-altering judgments for our clients in our divorce and child custody practice. Our offices are in Hurley and Pascagoula, and we have represented clients in almost every county in Mississippi. If you cannot come to us, we will come to you.
As a leader in mortgage lending, First Federal cares about our community, and we'll always have your best interest in mind.
We are committed to the health and safety of our customers and employees.
Providing you the financial services you need is always a priority.
For 65 years, First Federal has overcome economic challenges and natural disasters.
And we're not going anywhere. We're here for you.
We are committed to taking care of our customers and employees because you're always first with us.
Lines and traffic got you down? Ever feel like friendly service is a thing of the past? Well, at H&H Chevron, our friendly staff is always happy to greet you with a smile and get you going fast. Let us take care of you. Since 1992, fast and friendly customer service, quality, and satisfaction have always been our #1 priority.
I'm Christy Maxwell. For more than 120 years, Merchants and Marine Bank has helped Gulf Coast individuals and businesses achieve their financial goals. As your community bank, we strongly believe in supporting the customers and the communities that support us.
Hi, this is Eric Collins, the head football coach at East Central High School. Our team brings their very best each time they take the field, just like the banking team at Merchants and Marine Bank. Visit mnmbank.com to find the banking solutions you need right here at home. Member FDIC.
What do you think of when I say Hurley?
Home.
Home.
Your home. My home.
Home.
I'm Leah Hinton, broker and owner of Southern Oaks Realty right here in Hurley. Although Hurley is home, our team is ready to help you anywhere in South Mississippi.
Even where our rivals reside.
Looking to buy or sell a home?
Call us today or stop by the office. Let us help you establish new roots.
Mcmurphy Orthodontics is the official orthodontist partner of East Central High School and proudly supports East Central Athletics. We're dedicated to creating extraordinary, confident smiles, one Hornet at a time. We combine cutting-edge technology, specialized care, and hometown hospitality to deliver the results you expect and a smile that you'll celebrate for a lifetime. With offices in West Mobile and Lucedale, we hope you'll make that short trip for a free orthodontic consultation and find out why Mcmurphy Orthodontics is the victorious choice for Hornet fans in Hurley and beyond.
2, 4, 6, 8, who do we appreciate? Hornet!
Go Hornets!
Hi, Hornet fans. I'm Sheriff Mike Ezel, and I want to take this opportunity to wish the East Central Hornets the best of luck this football season. Go Hornets!
Not many can say they're family-owned, that they've been in business for over 30 years. But we can. Born and raised on the Mississippi Gulf Coast, our family has a long history in the furniture business. We still offer quality furniture brands, many built right in our own state. And we have free local delivery, removal of old furniture with no interest financing options available. Together, we can make your house a home. Hurry, there are great deals waiting for you, but only with Taylor Furniture in Moss Point.
Stroll on into the chopping block in Hurley and pick up some of the freshest meats in town. The chopping block offers a wide variety to choose from, with steaks cut to any certain size you need. The friendly folks at the chopping block are here for you and ready to help. They also offer a large selection of specialty items and spices.
From all of us here at the chopping block, we would like to say, Go Hornets!
The chopping block in Hurley, a proud sponsor of Coach's Corner on WGUD.
Hornet football on WGUD is made possible by Singing River Electric Cooperative.
Here's a scenario. Work has sent you cross-country. You drive 2,000 miles, eat something that resembles food, and seal the deal with a room full of strangers. Now you have a big old check, which means you hold in your hands the future of your company. But wait, you have the Singing River Federal app, which means you and thousands of others like you can bank wherever you are. So no more worries, except for whatever you ate. Singing River Federal, the better way to bank.
Are you getting letters from the IRS? Have you not filed taxes in years? Do you feel like you have no options? Because we can help you find the best option based on your specific needs. The IRS has the power to freeze your bank account, to garnish your paycheck, and to seize your assets. We can help you with offer and compromises, not collectible status, innocent spousal relief, lien removal, garnishment relief, installment agreements, and much, much more. I am Ryan Longmire, and I'm here for all your tax service needs. Do not settle for just any tax service company. Choose Taxes in Time and let me get to work for you. Call now for your free consultation. Weekend appointments are available. Taxes in Time, a local tax company you can trust with all of your IRS and state taxing issues.
We're back at H.D. Shirley Field here on the campus of East Central High School. Nick D'Angelo with Glenn Dickerson. We're about ready to kick off the second half here with the Hornets trailing the Tigers. Made the trip up Highway 63 here to Hurley. If you missed the first half and just joining us, Moss Point scored on a touchdown late in the second quarter, about a 15-yard jump ball flavor to number 13, which has kind of been I think their primary target tonight, Kiki Ford.
Yeah, Nick, Ford's had a really big game for Moss Point here in the first half. We'll see if he continues that in the second half.
Kicking off for the Hornets to start the second half will be number 6, Tyler Ferris.
We kind of still looking for number 5 for Moss Point to break out here.
Ferris in a pooch kick, and it'll be inbounds.
Oh, we got the ball. We got the ball.
Wow, what a good job by Hayden Porter.
Hayden Porter,
sophomore.
Big play right there.
What a kick.
This could be a really big break for the Hornets.
A huge break right there. I mean, man, Ferris could have kicked that ball any better and then got lucky on a bounce.
Just kind of filling a hole.
I really surprised one of the Moss Point guys didn't run over, and all I had to do was run over and Ferris catch it, and the Hornets couldn't hit him. And I guess all the Moss Point return team just kind of waiting on somebody else to do something, and Hayden Porter.
I got it, you got it. Nobody got it.
Yeah, they didn't want to get hit, is what it amounted to. I mean, I wouldn't have either, but if they'd have fair caught it, East Central couldn't have hit them.
All right, here go the Hornets.
Big break, looking to score right here. Really need to come away with 6. Brady Fantz, your quarterback. Going to snap and give to Nate Trocheset.
Big game for Nate Trocheset up the middle.
Big 6-7 pickup for Nate on first down, the sophomore. That's big brother Gavin out there getting pumped up. He's ready to go.
Gavin Trocheset came out of the locker room a while ago, and he looked like he was possessed, Nick. I think Gavin's ready to take on the entire Moss Point team right now at this point.
He's pumped right now.
Second down and 5 for the Hornets.
Going to be a quarterback sneak. Unless that was a busted play, I couldn't really tell. It looked like Brady may have been waiting on somebody to be there. Yeah, it was a busted play.
No flag.
Brady fan on the carry.
Yeah,
third and 2.
You can tell Brady's first a little frustrated there. Not real sure what happened. Looks like we got a Tiger is going to be down on the play.
Injury timeout on the field.
Trying to make out what number that is, Nick. Yeah, big Gavin Trocheset come out of there fired up a while ago when he came out of the locker room. I could tell.
It may have had something to do with the talking to. Maybe it happened at halftime.
I think it worked. Nick, looking down in the crowd here below us, I see Will Young and Zach Jones, who both played quite a bit for Pearl River Junior College last night over in Poplarville. Zach Jones had a really good game at middle linebacker, and Will Young had a number of carries for the Wildcats.
Now, is he playing quarterback or is he playing tailback? What position?
Actually, Hornet fans will be interested. Will is rotating at the H-back position in their offense with Tony Brown.
Okay.
So both Tony and Will are rotating in and out at that H-back spot.
Still trying to see a number for those Tiger fans, especially that are joining us, so you'll know who we got here. It looks like an 11 or a 10, maybe a number 10.
Maybe number 10.
Bryant McCorvey. Yeah, number 10, Bryant McCorvey. He's up and walking off on his own.
He looks like he's going to be okay.
He'll be okay there. It'll be third down and
so after a big pickup on first down, a busted play on second down, we're looking at a third and short ball sitting on the Moss Point 20-yard line. Going to have Smith and Trocheset, your two backs. Looks like Marble going to be your H-back or your wing back on the far side. Fantz got an offside over here on the defense.
Moss Point looks like over here on this end.
Flags on the play. Looks like it's going to be offsides against Moss Point.
That'll be a first down for the Hornets.
Another break there for East Central's offense.
Hornet first down.
Or East Central's team in general after the you're just joining us, we had a pooch kick here to start the second half.
Tonight's first downs are sponsored by the Geico Insurance Agency.
Hayden Porter able to run down and jump on the ball before a Tiger receiver could get to it. East Central ran a first down with Tricell up the middle, picked up about 8, and ran one play, got an offsides penalty, and here we are, 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. Back in motion. Fant takes a snap, gives underneath the Tricell.
Nothing there.
Hit pretty quick.
Flag on the play, Nick.
Number 42.
On the far sideline, I see.
Not sure if somebody moved or somebody lined up off sides.
Ladarius Matthews, number 8, with the stop for the Tigers.
Shift. Be a legal shift on the offense.
Illegal shift against the Hornets.
I didn't see a lot of motion, but I'm sure.
We'll replay first down from the 20-yard line.
So with that would be a 1st and 15. That's Ferris going to the far side. Tricell and Smith with Marble in the backfield, Fan at quarterback. Marble in motion. Going to roll out pass. Oh, it's going to be, well, it could have been, yeah, I was going to say.
Looks like maybe a little interference against Moss Point on that.
So we just got another flag. So we got a pass interference call.
And then
on the far side. On the far side, actually caught the ball, but I believe we're going to take the pass interference call because it'll be, I think it's 15 yards from or half the distance since we're inside the 20. But also after the play was over, not sure what happened. I saw Josh Weaver down here kind of got tied up with one of the Moss Point defenders, and the flag came out. And the way the East Central sideline reacted, it's going to be against Moss Point, which would be another 15 yards.
So I guess we get half the distance down around the 7, 8 yard line, 1st and goal, and then another half the distance for a dead ball foul.
I think that's how that's going to work.
For all your construction needs, call Jeff Hinton at 228.
Referees are huddling up out there, Nick. It's a pretty intense game out there right now.
It started getting, you could tell the intensity started picking up midway through the second quarter, and it's kind of picked back up here early in the third. If you're just joining, it's 10-15 in the third quarter. East Central trails Moss Point 6-0.
24 hours to supply all your gas and food needs.
All right, there's the interference.
Our goal is to serve the best quality products.
And then a personal foul. So we're going to go half the distance and then half again. Gets us inside the 5 yard line down around the 4. 1st and goal Hornets.
We also had a personal foul. That will take the ball down to the 5 yard line. 1st and goal.
Going to give to Eli.
And I think Eli's in for a touchdown. Big Hornet touchdown by Eli Smith.
Nice piece of running by Eli. Showed patience. Had a seam back up the middle. And rather than trying to bounce it out, cut it back behind that hole that was made by that offensive line. And able to get it across the goal line for the first Hornet touchdown of the night. So Eli showing a nice piece of running.
Good break coming out of the locker room for the Hornets. Nick, we kind of needed a little something to start going our way. We've kind of had the breaks against us. And good to see the Hornets get a little pep in their step right here.
Well, I tell you, if you're the Moss Point coaching staff, you can't be botch snap. Brady's rolling, throws it up to. It looked like Lambert. I think
incomplete.
No, it was Llewellyn. Threw it up to Llewellyn and going to be batted down. So
good for the Hornets.
So we're tied.
Tied at 6 here. 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. 6-6. Tie ball game. Hornet football. WGUD.
East Central 6, Moss Point 6.
Getting letters from the IRS? Have you not filed taxes in years? Do you feel like you have no options? Because we can help you find the best option based on your specific needs. The IRS has the power to freeze your bank account, to garnish your paycheck, and to seize your assets. We can help you with offer and compromises, not collectible status, innocent spousal relief, lien removal, garnishment relief, installment agreements, and much, much more. I am Ryan Longmire, and I'm here for all your tax service needs. Do not settle for just any tax service company. Choose Taxes in Time and let me get to work.
You're back at Hornet football as we pooch kick another ball, but that's going to not So Moss Point's going to look to respond to that East Central touchdown. Simmons and Ford here to the near sideline. Goodwin at quarterback. Try to draw East Central off. So Goodwin looks over to Coach Harmon for the play. 6 seconds on the play clock. Man in motion, snaps back, looks right, throws right on the hook route.
Man.
Complete to Ford. Look like.
Boy, I thought
Fairley?
Carson.
Yeah, that's Fairley.
That's Des Fairley.
Look, I thought Fairley was going to pick it off.
Well, he came close to picking it off, and there wasn't anybody in front of him, Nick. Good play by Des Fairley.
So look, we got a flag on the far sideline.
Not sure what that is.
Is he going to pick it up? Sideline warning. What's going? Oh, here we go.
Something on Moss Point. What are they saying?
Ineligible receiver downfield.
Press box says ineligible downfield.
So that'll be 5 yards, and they'll replay the down. That's 5 yards from the spot of the foul, I think.
That'll back the Tigers up 5 yards, and we'll replay first down.
So 1st and 16, trips left, single back set. Evans in the backfield. He's been their primary carrier. Goodwin calls for snap. East Central's got the ears pinned back there coming. Dunsford, a lot of pressure. Ball's thrown across the middle, going to fall incomplete.
Wow. Big blitz by the Hornets right there. I tell you what, River Felts was all over the quarterback.
He has been a shining light over there on the defensive unit for this. This is his first year playing varsity football as a junior there on that, starting on the end, and had a big game last week over in Biloxi. I believe he was recognized as Defensive Player of the Week.
He was Defensive Player of the Week and well-deserved honor. Good to see River having such a good year.
He had a good game on special teams last week, as I recall too. Had a couple tackles. So second 15. Moss Point's going to line back up in the trips formation. Owenby on the left, on this near sideline. He's coming. Got his ears pinned back. A lot of pressure. Goodwin rolls left, throws left. Going to fall incomplete.
Hornets are getting a lot of pressure up the middle right now, Nick.
They are.
Number 31, Tyler Killingsworth with the pressure on the quarterback there. Pass falls incomplete once again. It'll bring up a huge third down. Get on your feet, Hornet fans.
So 3rd and 16. 9:30 to go in the third quarter. Score 6-6. Moss Point was heavy run in the first half, and I'm not sure they ran the ball a couple times. It's worth mentioning Jamarius Brown plays defensive lineman, just checked into the game at tailback. Going to fake a screen or fake a dive.
Nothing there.
Throw the slant across the middle, going to fall incomplete. I'm going to tell you, Glenn, there's not many teams that's going to line up a 6'2", 225 middle linebacker at receiver and throw a slant across. That's what just happened to Matthew. That kid is an athlete. If he would have caught that, it'd been fun to watch, I'm going to tell you. But nonetheless, a lot of pressure. You could tell that time Goodwin, he's feeling the pressure from, like you mentioned, we're coming up the middle in his face, and that's a lot to take on. When you're getting the ball and they're right in your face to throw the ball, and we're not tapping them, we're hitting them. So
great start to the second half by the Hornets, both offense, defense, and special teams.
So Raston's back to punt, 4th and 15, snaps back, had a little pressure, and Ryder's going for the return. He called for a fair catch.
Good catch in traffic by Carson Ryder.
Smart play. If you don't fair catch that ball, Glenn, and lets it roll. Raston's had 2 punts that's rolled about 15, 20 yards after it's initially hit the ground. So that's a good job by Carson.
It really is.
It's always a little unnerving, though, when those guys come running in like that, because if for those of you who may not know, if he drops that ball at that point, Moss Point can jump on it and it's their ball. But just showing, Carson has a lot of confidence in himself clearly, and he didn't have any doubt. He ran up there and caught it and downed it.
Man, Carson had a great catch of a punt in traffic last week over at Biloxi that was pretty remarkable. He's a great kid, just a great athlete. Good bit of speed.
And I'll tell you, for those that may not know, that's a lot harder than it looks. It looks like the ball is just kind of lobbed and it's coming down. Well, first off, a football is a oblong kind of awkward ball to catch, but it's got all kind of rotation and it's not coming down. In that case, it's end over end. That's tough. So, Fant going to give underneath.
Good first down run.
Eli. He's going to pick up about 6 yards. Nice job of blocking by that offensive line.
Pick up about 5 or 6 yards.
Eli Smith starting to get it cranked up now, Nick. Another good run by Eli.
It'll make it 2nd down and about 4 yards to go.
So Tigers break huddle, looking at a 2nd and 4. Fant gives the tries to set. Or is that Marble?
Hard to tell, Nick.
Going by size alone, I thought it was
looks like set, Marble. Looks
Number
like
12,
Marble on the carry. Good run by Andrew Marble.
Hornet, first down.
He was wide open when he took that handoff when he hit that first hole because he ran through the first would-be tackler and was well into the back end or the second part of that defensive unit before he was ever hit. So nice job. Just goes to show you not the job of blocking the offensive line is doing right now. 1st and 10. Fant goes back to Eli. That's a face mask.
Flag on the field. Should be 15.
Number 3, Eli Smith with the carry for the Hornets. There's a flag on the play.
That may be the 3rd time tonight Eli's had his face mask tugged on.
Well, that one was pretty obvious there, I believe. Ray Charles would have seen that one. 8 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter, 6-6 here in Hurley. Glad you're joining us here on WGUD. Nick D'Angelo, Glenn Dickerson, watching the 0-1 Tigers and the 0-1 Hornets here in the 2nd week of high school football in South Mississippi. Mears in motion, goes to Marble.
Flag on the play.
By the way that looks, one of those guys on offense probably got a little jump. And that's going to be the case.
Oh, man.
False start on the Hornets.
So Mr. Hinkle's going to mark off 5 yards and set the ball down almost back at the original line of scrimmage.
So 1st and 10 Hornets.
1st and 10 again.
Well, that's unfortunate. Mears comes out.
Going to give to Eli.
Nothing there.
Hit pretty quick. Another helmet comes off. And that's going to be
Trusset with the carry for the Hornets.
He'll have to see himself to the sideline here. We got a Tiger injured.
I don't know who that is down. Looks like cramps.
While we're taking this timeout for this injury, we'll take a timeout here as well. You're watching Hornet football on WGU.
Many can say they're family-owned, that they've been in business for over 30 years. But we can. Born and raised on the Mississippi Gulf Coast, our family has a long history in the furniture business. We still offer quality furniture brands, many built right in our own state. And we have free local delivery, removal of old furniture with no interest financing options available. Together, we can make your house a home. Hurry. There are great deals waiting for you, but only with Taylor Furniture in Moss Point.
Stroll on into the chopping block in Hurley and pick up some of the freshest meats in town. The chopping block offers a wide variety to choose from, with steaks cut to any certain size you need. The friendly folks at the chopping block are here for you and ready to help. They also offer a large selection of specialty items and spices.
From all of us here at the Chopping Block, we would like to say, Go Hornets!
The Chopping Block in Hurley, a proud sponsor of Coach's Corner on WGUD.
Say,
nice job by Moss Point stringing that out.
They did.
I thought I thought for a minute there Eli was going to make it to the corner.
That was Jamarius Brown, by the way, that was the injured Tiger. He got up on his own accord and walked off. I believe it was cramps, by the way. He was kind of stretching and moving there. 3rd and 9. Ball resting on the East Central 43-yard line. Fant's going to give it underneath to Marble.
Oh, look at here.
Look at here. Mears that time.
Mears.
Picked up about 6 yards.
Number 35, Dustin
Just
Mears
about
on the carry for
to
the Hornets.
midfield.
Brings the ball up to the 50-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down and 2 yards to go.
The 4th and short. Coach Collins didn't blink. He's giving a play to Brady. We're going for it. 6:20 to go in the 3rd quarter. I like that speed option.
Yeah, I do too. That's a big play for us.
That's Ferris to the bottom of your screen. Going to have Dustin in motion. Try to draw them off sides.
Moss Point's lining up off sides.
Yeah, number 8 was lined up in the neutral zone. That's going to be offsides and a 1st down for Moss Point. Or
Penalty
excuse me, for East
flag on the
Central.
play.
That's Matthews.
I think that's the 2nd time he's lined up off sides. I think our coaching staff was pointing that out.
Yeah.
Between plays.
It definitely pays off when it's on this hash, for
That's
sure.
right, yeah.
I've noticed Coach Collins knows
Be
how
offsides
to.
on the
I guess in
Tigers.
38 years of coaching, you learn a few tricks of the trade.
That's right.
Because he's in their ear over here.
He
for
is
sure.
in their ear.
Another Hornet first down.
All right, 1st down for the Hornets. Maybe that'll be a Moss Point mistake that'll lead to a
I'll tell you,
Hornet
that's
touchdown.
that's the 2nd time, or really the 3rd penalty, but the 2nd time on a drive that they've given Moss Point a breath of fresh air and given him the reset button. We got a heat timeout here. 6 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter, 6-6. You're watching Hornet football on WGUD.
Hornet football on WGUD is made possible by Singing River Electric Cooperative.
Here's a scenario. Work has sent you cross country. You drive 2,000 miles, eat something that resembles food, and seal the deal with a room full of strangers. Now you have a big old check, which means you hold in your hands the future of your company. But wait, you have the Singing River Federal app, which means you and thousands of others like you can bank wherever you are. So no more worries, except for whatever you ate. Singing River Federal, the better way to bank, wherever you are.
Singing River Federal Credit Union, a proud sponsor of Hornet football.
We're back at H.T. Shirley Field, 6-6 in the 3rd quarter. Moss Point just was awarded or given a 1st down on an encroachment or offsides penalty by Moss Point. Brings the ball in the start of this series, or a series of downs to the Moss Point 45-yard line.
McDonald.
This will be a big series right here for the Hornets, Nick. If they can punch it on down the field, they've definitely got the momentum in the game.
Fant gives it to Mears. He hits Eli. He hits the hole, breaks one tackle, and thrown out of bounds.
Another good run by Eli Smith.
With another carry for the Hornets.
You know, I don't remember in the last, I said this,
Number 6,
I guess earlier in the
Thompson
broadcast and
with the
then last
Tigers.
week, I don't remember since I've been a part of East Central football, us sort of spreading the ball around like we have with these backs.
Gain of
And
about 9
to
yards.
me,
It'll
it
be
helps
2nd down,
later in the
1
game
yard to
as
go.
you start to see Moss Point defenders catch cramps. Now, Eli's got fresh legs because he hadn't had to carry the ball 15 times.
I agree. We got 4 different kids that are carrying the ball out there for us.
There's Brady going to give to Nate.
Big run by
Excuse me.
Cross to set. No,
See, that's
Marble.
Marble. It is. They must be.
Andrew
I haven't.
Marble with
I
the
haven't
first down run for the
noticed
Hornets.
exactly where they're lining up, but I see a
Thompson
number
on
and a
top
2,
of it
so I
against
see,
the
and it's at the
Tigers.
fullback position. So
It'll be another first down, Hornets.
Andrew normally runs that wing back or that H-back position, but they've got him slid over to fullback.
Nick,
so.
Moss Point looks like they're getting a little bit tired out here
think
on
they
the
are.
field. Moss Point coach just called timeout.
Right after a heat timeout, so it's a little surprising, but he's seeing something. He knows that.
It feels like Moss Point's kind of losing a little little of their steam right now on the field.
Well, he's asking. You can tell he's asking that official. He's wanting a call is what it is. I think he's saying they're holding or.
Timeout. Moss Point.
Yeah, he's I don't know what it is that he's upset about. He's looking for something.
He was talking to that head official.
At this time, we'd like to announce our.
I got a couple scores they're talking, Glenn,
Stingettes.
offline earlier. Let me see if I can pull up
Sophomores.
some of these current scores.
Carly Self.
In the second quarter, I don't know how old this is. I
Emma
suspect
Miller.
this is probably a little older. Earlier, it was 21-7.
Evans.
Hancock was leading Van Cleve.
Taylor Ortiz.
I got a George County, Green County score. It looks like in the
Freshman
third quarter. It's
Tate
probably
Sullivan.
pretty recent. George County's leading Green County 21-7.
Juniors. Victoria Adams.
Stanislaus and Long Beach. Stanislaus is winning 28-7 as well. Looks like they're at halftime.
Alyssa Brown.
I had a Goshen
Haley
Pascagoula
Dornan.
score. I don't seem to have it anymore.
Annalise Barfield.
Did you have a
Celia
Hattiesburg
McGee.
score a while ago?
I did, and
And Morgan Gary.
it was a lopsided score. I had 43-6, but I heard Ocean
Oh,
Springs.
man,
Went,
the
here we go.
Hornets are
We're back.
Number 12, Andrew Marble with the carry for the Hornets.
Nice first down carry for Andrew Marble.
Gain of 2. Our managers for the Stingettes.
Somebody down for Moss.
Gus
Julian
Rashton, that's their
Reiser,
kicker,
senior,
punter. He I don't know
and
that he's come
junior
off the field
Chloe
much.
Zoner.
That's got to be. Well, he also was injured his ankle earlier, so it may be the same ankle.
You can't tell
Injury
if it's a
timeout on the
cramp
field.
or if it's a twisted ankle. Gonna have an injury
Yeah.
timeout.
He's normally it's a hamstring. They're stretching him, so I'm thinking it's a cramp. And some of these, there's a couple kids on Moss Point that I don't know that's left the field. Brown, he played. He's not playing much on offense, but Matthews, I'm pretty sure he's been in the game almost every snap. And like I said, Rashton there, the one cramping now, he's played quite a bit as well.
Hattiesburg lost last week to Petal 16-10, and then they're getting beat by Ocean Springs pretty good tonight. Not to look ahead, Nick, at other teams that we may see towards the end of the season, but I think all Hornet fans kind of like to keep an eye on Hattiesburg and Laurel.
Yeah.
See what they're doing. Laurel had a pretty big loss last week to Meridian, 46-7.
My goodness. Yeah, that's going to be more than a cramp there. I believe that's. I don't know if that's the same ankle,
Number
but
32, Raston, was shook up on the play.
that's more than a cramp.
All right, second and 8 for the Hornets. 4:53 left in the third quarter, and it just feels like the Hornets have the momentum and got all the juice right now, Nick.
It definitely does. You can feel. You can feel the momentum swinging in East Central's favor right now. So we got a typical split back set. It's going to be a quarterback sneak.
Number 5,
Fant's going
with
to pick
the
up
carry on the
about
quarterback sneak.
3 yards.
We'll bring up third down for the Hornets.
Third and about.
Magnolia Springs Assembly of God would
Third
like
and
to
about
invite
6.
everyone out to the 5th quarter after the ball game tonight.
4:25 and counting in the third quarter. Hornets break huddle. Fant takes a snap, gives back underneath.
Big play by number 10.
To Mears, and he is met
35
immediately
Mears with the carry for the Hornets.
in
Good
the
for
hole
about 1 yard.
by number
That'll
10.
bring up a huge fourth
Bryant
down
McCorvey.
for the Hornet offense.
Big play by McCorvey right there. 4th and 5 for the Hornets.
So ball's on the 25. I think Ferris has the leg to kick it from there. There's not a lot of wind. Coach Collins don't blink. He's going for it. So you got Mears and Eli single back set. That's going to pass wide open. Tyler Ferris catches it.
Oh yeah, down to the 1 yard line.
Got a flag on the play. We got a flag on the play.
To number 6, Tyler Ferris.
I'm thinking it may be holding by the way Moss Point's responded. Fant couldn't have thrown that ball any better. He put it right on the money, and it is holding.
Oh, my goodness.
On
That's
the
too bad.
Hornets.
That's too bad right there. Great call, great execution by Brady Fant.
Good job for Ferris bringing the ball in and hanging on to it, but deep in that interior line, there was holding, and we were flagged for it. You know, no way to really know who or what happened, but certainly.
Well, here we go.
It was on the ground before the ball left, so it must have been something pretty obvious, I would suspect.
So we'll punt and turn it over to our defense. But that's too bad because we had a great drive going right there, and I felt like we kind of had the advantage on Moss Point.
For the Hornets.
So Preston Robinson does the punting duties for East Central.
15 Huff. Back deep for the Tigers.
The idea here is to try to punt it down inside the 10 or to pin Moss Point down as close to that goal line as they can. The snap is back. And Preston's going to punt it out of bounds.
I think he got it out. Referee keeps walking.
Yeah.
12-yard line. That's not bad right there.
That punt goes out of bounds at the 14-yard line.
He angled that punt to where it went out of bounds in play, and the referee said his ball is going to be down at about the 19-yard line. So that's pretty good punt, pretty heady.
I think all of us, know that Robinson's got really a big-time leg, and he can really boom the ball. But that shows that he can do some precision work too, right there.
Will be allowed on the field after the game.
Having a punter like that really helps your team out.
Curious to see what Moss Point does here. Coming out in a quad set, throwing the ball around a lot here in the second half. Ran the ball a lot in the first half. East Central's got a blitz coming. There's a screen. I'm going to tell you, that's a great play call with what it was coming. Not able to execute. Ball falls incomplete. You had Dunsford out there to tackle, or was that Owenby? Was out there to tackle, but there were 3 offensive linemen that probably was going to.
Jake Watts was really pouring in on him too, Nick. Jake Watts really pouring in on him.
So 2nd and 10. Play clock, game clock's 3:09. Going to give underneath.
Man,
and snuffed out really quickly on that draw.
49 McDonald. Logan McDonald.
Number 49, Logan McDonald with a huge stop for a loss for the Hornets. Number 7, Evans on the carry for the Tigers.
3rd and long.
That play there, it just felt like East Central just outwilled Moss Point because there was very little effort
15 for your Hornet defense.
Getting through on that offensive line right there. McDonald was in the backfield before the handoff was given. So you got a trips to the left. You got a single receiver here on the near sideline, and I think that's Simmons. I look for him to try Simmons over here in this one-on-one. We do have a blitz coming. He's looking right, left, throws left.
Another flag on the play, Nick.
I'm not sure. The ball falls incomplete.
Flag on the play.
I'm guessing he threw his hand up like it was a shift. I'm not sure.
Looks like it's on Moss Point.
I think it will be.
Hornets will decline and force Moss Point into a punting situation.
He said I had never saw him motion what it was. It was a legal procedure on the Moss Point.
It'll be 4th down.
So basically, people were moving when the ball was snapped.
For the Hornets will be number 8, Carson Ryder.
So 4th down. Raston's going to be punting in the shadow of the goalpost down there with a bad ankle.
Yeah.
I feel pretty sure the Hornets are going to come in for the block. You got Carson Ryder back for the return. 2:20 to go in the 3rd quarter. Snaps back. Oh, my goodness. I don't know how it didn't get blocked. And he didn't get a lucky bounce that time. He rolled back the other way.
And the Hornets will wind up with the ball about where they gave it up a while ago. Huh?
Fantastic.
Not where they had to punt from.
Ball's going to be down
will take over.
by Price. While we have a stop and play, we want to recognize our sponsors again of All Access Towing and Family Frozen Food and First Federal. Savings and Loan, as well as the folks there at H&H Chevron in Wade. Again, they've been faithful supporters of WGUD and Hornet football for several years now. So thank you for your sponsorship. So that's Ferris getting set up on the
Hornets. Got it packed in tight.
Give underneath the marble. Picks up about 3, breaks a tackle, gets another yard or 2. Going to pick up about 5 on first down. 5 hard yards by Andrew Marble.
Good gritty run. Good gritty run by Marble.
So Eli's going to take a break while Garrigan checks in, brings the play into Brady.
Be 2nd and 6.
Under the 2-minute mark in the third quarter. 6-6. Nick D'Angelo, Glenn Dickerson in Hornet football. 2nd and 5. Brady under center. Going to give to Garrigan. Garrigan behind that right side. Going to pick up about 6.
I think he got the first down.
6 yards and a first down. Way to run the ball downhill for Preston Garrigan.
Blockers there. Great job by the offensive line.
That right side of the line really had a great push right there.
Well, you know, one thing somebody that's missing on that right side is number 2 on the defensive side is Brown. He's not over there. We ran away from him, and I say let's do that again because he and Matthews both.
Here we're going to do it again.
Same size. Matthews come from the backside and made a tackle that time, but not before we picked up about 4 or 5 yards.
Gain of 4.
Matthews checks
Number
out.
24, Price on the stop for the Tigers.
Let's run a speed option again. Got a lot of green over here. I wonder if we can run it left.
A lot of room in there.
Brady's under center. Going back to Eli. Sounded like a whistle right before the play. I guess not.
Eli just keeps driving. Wow.
Number 3, Eli Smith.
My goodness, what a run by Eli Smith.
I thought he was down. I thought he stopped forward motion, and he kept pumping his legs. And
picks up another Hornet first down.
Got across that first down marker, Glenn, and picked up what he needed.
It'll be 1st and goal from the 8-yard line for the Hornets.
20 seconds left in the quarter. Not sure if the Hornets will get another snap off here.
Probably get one more. 23 on the play clock, or 20 rather. It's about a second between. That's Ferris going to the far sideline. You got a split back set with Mears at H-back. 10 seconds on the play clock, plenty of time. Fant snaps it, goes to Eli. Hit pretty quick behind that left side of that offensive line, and that's going to do it here. After 3 quarters of play, 6-6 here in Hurley. Tie ball game. You're watching Hornet football on WGUD.
For the Hornets.
Maxwell. For more than 120 years, Merchants and Marine Bank has helped Gulf Coast individuals and businesses achieve their financial goals. As your community bank, we strongly believe in supporting the customers and the communities that support us.
Hi, this is Eric Collins, the head football coach at East Central High School. Our team brings their very best each time they take the field, just like the banking team at Merchants and Marine Bank. Visit mnmbank.com to find the banking solutions you need right here at home. Member FDIC.
What do you think of when I say Hurley?
Home.
Home.
Your home. My home.
Home. I'm Leah Hinton, broker and owner of Southern Oaks Realty right here in Hurley. Although Hurley is home, our team is ready to help you anywhere in South Mississippi.
Even where our rivals reside.
Looking to buy or sell a home?
Call us today or stop by the office. Let us help you establish new roots.
Mcmurphy Orthodontics is the official orthodontist partner of East Central High School and proudly supports East Central Athletics. We're dedicated to creating extraordinary, confident smiles, one Hornet at a time. We combine cutting-edge technology, specialized care, and hometown hospitality to deliver the results you expect and a smile that you'll celebrate for a lifetime. With offices in West Mobile and Lucedale, we hope you'll make that short trip for a free orthodontic consultation and find out why Mcmurphy Orthodontics is the victorious choice for Hornet fans in Hurley and beyond.
2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? Hornets!
Go Hornets!
Fant gives to Andrew Marble. Gonna get hit and fall down across the 5-yard line. Mr. Hinkle's going to mark him down at the 4.
Nick,
3rd and goal from the 4-yard line.
Boy, we need to score right here on 3rd down. We don't
Where
need
you at, Hornet fans?
We don't need a decision where we have to decide whether to take a lead with 3 points or go for go for a touchdown on fourth.
Well, it's worth mentioning Brown nor Matthews is in. He gives it to, is that Andrew or is it Eli?
I think it's Eli. Doesn't look like Eli's quite going to get in.
Yeah, he got down to the 2, tried to spin out of it, and they.
Line judge
just short of the goal line.
Line judge is marking it back here on the 3.
Got another Tiger down. Hopefully
it'll be forced down and 3 yards to go for a touchdown. Moss Point has an injured player on the field.
It's worth mentioning.
Hi, Hornet fans. I'm Sheriff Mike Ezel, and I want to take this opportunity to wish the East Central Hornets the best of luck this football season. Go Hornets!
Haven't seen him in the game lineup on the offensive side of the ball yet, but he just checked in.
That's a good catch.
This fourth quarter is sponsored by Nationwide Insurance, the Bradshaw Agency.
I also
what
saw
matters to you matters to us.
Number 68, Jonah Barfield, check in.
Nationwide is on your side.
Okay,
the East Central
I see Jonah
Football
now.
Foundation would like to encourage you to support our Baddest Hornet and Gold Level corporate sponsors.
I got to say, on a personal note, I'm starting to see, I said last week with Gabe, Jonah's another one. When I first came to East Central, I coached Jonah in Pee Wee, and so I love seeing those guys out there have an opportunity on Friday night to get to play.
Jonah's a great kid, worked super hard in the offseason, one of the more powerful kids on that offensive line.
Credit Union is proud sponsor of East Central Hornet Offensive and Defensive Players of the Week.
So play clock's about to start. I'm not sure.
And open to everyone.
We're trying to get a good play call.
Keep shifting in and out. I'm not really sure who's out there right now.
Well, Brown's coming off the field, so I say let's run wherever he's not.
Show you why life's better at the river. Sing River Federal Credit Union.
Well, the Hornets are going to go for it.
East Central Hornet football.
And
got a timeout.
Moss Point's going to call a timeout. The Moss Point coach is somewhat aggravated.
Timeout on the field by Moss Point Tigers.
Well, it's a big play here. I mean, points are hard to come by tonight, 6-6. Late, well, I guess early in the fourth, but late in the second half here. Moss Point really wants to keep them out of the end zone. And I'll tell you, their offense have been pretty stagnant here in the second half. They had some success running the ball in the first half, at least moving the ball some. But they have basically abandoned the run. It's kind of surprised me.
It really is. Certainly an attraction to just go ahead and kick the 3 and take the lead right here in the fourth quarter, Nick. Particularly with the Hornet defense playing as well as they are tonight.
Yeah, that doesn't look like this in Coach Skyland's sights. He wants 6. And if you have that extra point and you're sitting with 7, maybe you do think that. That gets you 2 scores with them needing only 6. So we're going for it.
Eli Smith.
Eli's going to get it.
End zone. Touchdown Hornets. How about that?
Nice job, offensive line.
That was a great job by the O-line.
Josh Weaver at the right guard. I know he was in there on that, and I didn't see who the tackle was, but ran right behind that guy, those 2 guys, and Eli got behind those shoulder pads and got across. Big run by Eli Smith.
Well, it was a great call right there on 4th down. You got to tip your hat to that Hornet coaching staff for having the guts to go for it. Kicks up. Good.
That's good. We needed that.
The extra point by Tyler Ferris is good.
Now Hornets will take a 7-point lead, Nick.
With 11
minutes
left to go in the game.
Staff at Heritage Funeral Home is a close-knit family. We understand the passing of a loved one is a sorrowful time and are honored to care for your family as our own. As a locally owned funeral home, affordability has always been a priority for Heritage. We can ease the burden of planning a funeral and bring peace of mind. From pre-planning to aftercare, the Heritage Funeral Home staff will make sure your experience is memorable and special. Heritage Funeral Home, serving you since 1999.
Attorney Matthew Lott and his group of awesome paralegals get up every day with a dedication to solve your legal problems. Injuries and family matters are our specific areas of concentration. Results matter, and our track record shows it. We have also obtained numerous significant settlements and verdicts for our clients through our personal injury practice and obtained life-altering judgments for our clients in our divorce and child custody practice. Our offices are in Hurley and Pascagoula, and we have represented clients in almost every county in Mississippi. If you cannot come to us, we will come to you.
He's had a great game for.
With all that said, if they get the hands in certain guys, ball in certain guys' hands, they can put 6 on the board in a hurry. So Ferris is going to kick an onside kick. It's not a pooch kick, it's a dribbler, and
it didn't make it to 10 yards though. Looks like Moss Point's going to have great field position.
I got to tell you though, I mean, I guess they were staying away, but I'm really surprised that Tiger returned. Nobody went to the ball. You wanted to go 10 yards, but if it had gone 11, they didn't have anybody within 4 or 5 yards to even field the ball.
If that ball had crossed the 50, it was a Hornet ball for sure.
I'm a little surprised we didn't go back to that pooch, and we just kicked it onside. You can tell Ferris has worked. Moss Point
coaching staff giving some special instruction to the players out here. I think they'll be ready for it this time.
Illegal procedure on the Hornets.
Nick, I don't know how this game's going to turn out, but this has been a great
It has.
high school football game tonight between two really good teams. It looks like Moss Point may have elected to decline the penalty and take it where it went out of bounds.
Moss Point will take over the ball at the Hornets.
Well, I was kind of wondering why they wanted them to kick it again, and since they were going to get it up here.
Not really sure that's where it went out of bounds.
Yeah, I think it was closer to the 50.
But I guess we'll go with it.
So trips right. Goodwin is your quarterback. Snaps back, looks right on the bubble screen. It's complete.
Open.
He picks up 10, going to pick up 15. And in one play, picks up about 15 yards and down at the Hornets' 30-yard line.
Junior for the Tigers on the stop, number 9, Des Fairley.
I think that's Thompson, 22, on the reception. Back in trips again. Goodwin gives up the middle to number 7, Tavion Evans.
Number 7, Evans on the carry for the Tigers.
He picks up about
number
3.
65, Gabe Miller with the stop for the Hornets.
Tigers going to stay in the same formation. 10 minutes to go in the fourth. Tigers trail the Hornets. Scores 13-6 here in Hurley.
Bring up second down and 7 yards to go.
Snaps back, going to speed sweep to the left.
Oh, big tackle right there. Big tackle by T.J. Dunsford.
Dunsford on the tackle. Something happened out here, Glenn, on the near sideline between Fairley and Rossi Smith.
19 Goodwin on the carry.
Penalty flag comes down. I'm not sure Rossi is not going to get.
There are flags.
By the way, Coach Wallace is responding. Ain't going to get flagged for unsportsmanlike conduct. I think he threw Simmons down on the ground.
That would be so unfortunate after a big stop by T.J. Dunsford. Offsetting penalties. So we'll play it second about, 7?
Yeah. A lot of talk going on, as typically that does between the receivers and the DBs. So Goodwin's back, takes a snap, looks right, throws right down the field to Simmons. It's going to be just beyond his reach. Actually, Ryder was in position to pick that off.
Yeah, it looked for a minute like Ryder may have a shot at it, but is a little bit too far over his head.
Number 8, Carson Ryder with the coverage for the Hornets.
So third down, going to be 3rd and 7. With that incomplete pass to stop, the clock comes to a stop at 9:23 in the fourth quarter.
Big down here for the Hornet defense, Nick.
The officials
Not
have
sure what's happening right now.
gathered here at midfield, or
there's no flag
between the hash.
on the field, but the officials are talking about. I don't know if they're talking about the down.
Or the first, they were all setting penalties.
4th down and 7.
They
for the
seem to
Tigers.
be questioning the down, whether it was
On
3rd
your
or
feet,
4th
Hornet
down.
fans.
So it's 4th down. I think Coach Harmon may be questioning that too. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know why if I would line that trips back up and throw that bubble screen back over there. Picked up 15 yards on it, but they're not. Split receiver set to the left. Goodwin rolls right, looks right.
Man.
A lot of pressure.
Good pressure.
Ball's gonna fall incomplete.
Great job. Great job by the Hornets.
Will take over.
Was that
1st and 10.
was that Phelps or was that Llewellyn that came in
27-yard
to apply that pressure? I think it may have been Llewellyn.
I think it was Llewellyn. Don't discount the impact that number 41, Jake Watts, has had out there tonight as well. He's had a really
He's been
nice
on a
game
few plays.
tonight.
He has. So that turnover in downs, East Central will take.
That's a big stop by the Hornets, Nick.
It was.
What we got? 9 minutes to go in the game. 9:17.
9:17 in the fourth.
Well, we need a long grinder by this Hornet offensive line right here.
Let's keep running over here behind Weaver. I like that. Here he comes back behind Josh again. Eli's going to pick up about 4.5, 5 yards. I don't know who that tackle is on that other side.
Hornets have really got something going on the right side of the offensive line right now. Number 8 gets up a little bit gingerly for Moss Point.
Come back again, same play. That's going to be Garriga. He's still on his feet.
Still on his feet. Look at here.
Stop his forward progress.
Whoop, that'll be 15. Be 15, and that could be an ejection.
I don't know if you could tell that the officials.
Garriga refusing to go down.
The officials had blown their whistles.
There are penalty flags on the play.
He actually
for a while. Garriga still
lifted Garriga off the field.
trying to do his thing, but there's no there would have been no reason to throw him to the ground at that point. The play was dead. So Moss Point is going to be assessed a 15-yard personal foul penalty.
No question it was a 15. I guess the referees are talking about, was it flagrant enough for an ejection? Nick, the right side of the Hornet offensive line has
That's
really.
Allward. That's Allward to that right tackle. And what's happening, the play before was Weaver and Allward on the right side, and then actually that play was Triceset. And that's dictated by the formation they're calling, I think, Glenn, and that tells the. Are they going to eject him?
It looks like.
He's leaving the game.
I don't. Personal foul against the Tigers.
Referee said there's an ejection. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Hornets across midfield now at the Moss Point 46-yard line.
So
8:30 to go in the game.
First down, Hornets. 1st and 10. Do it again. Go, Hornets, go.
So the Hornets run to the line of scrimmage. Snap, give up the middle to Andrew. Marble going to pick up maybe 1 yard.
Carry for the Hornets.
It's only taken us half the game to figure out that's Marble getting those carries and not Triceset. I feel awful. But Triceset had a bulk of the carry. He played fullback, so they kind of did a switcheroo on us and move Andrew more to the fullback, more so than he was playing the wingback position last week. Second and a long, I'm going to call it a long 9. We got 6 inches at least that time. I think Coach Collins is trying to burn some time. Goes back to Eli behind that right side. Spins and breaks one tackle. Is going to be brought down by the second Tiger defender.
I'll bring up third down.
Third down in, what is that, about 6?
I'd say 6 or a long 6 or 7.
7, 3rd and 7.
Clock's running.
Number 10, McCorvey on the top stop for the Tigers.
First down would be awesome right here, Nick. Flags on the play. Looks like that's against the Hornets.
I think we're moving. Yeah, false start on the offense. That'll be a 5-yard penalty.
False start by the Hornets. That'll back us up 5 yards.
Looks like it's going to set up at about a 3rd and 11. That'll temporarily stop the clock. As it sits at 6 minutes and 55 seconds. Now it's begun to run. 13-6. Your homestanding Hornets are leading the Tigers from Moss Point. There's that trap underneath. Marble breaks 2 tackles.
My goodness. Look
Here's
at
another Tiger.
Marble.
About 4 yards till he's ran out of bounds, just short of the 40-yard line.
Number 24, Price on the stop.
Super hard-nosed run by Andrew Marble right there.
I feel like anything misdirection we could run right now probably would get us a pretty big gain, because they're the ones that the fellas that aren't tired, they're pursuing to the ball pretty good. Which when you saw that trap right there, that's exactly what that does. But if we had to get something in space,
all right,
to the wide side of the field, Ferris goes to the far side. It's Marble in motion. He's going to come back, try to draw him off. Got about fourth and 5. We got a timeout
for the Hornets. 6:17 left in the game.
So 6:17 to go.
Looks like the Hornets may punt, Nick.
Yeah, I see. There's
Leader in mortgage lending, First Federal cares about our community, and we'll always have your best interest in mind.
We are committed to the health and safety of our customers and employees.
Providing you the financial services you need is always a priority.
For 65 years, First Federal has overcome economic challenges and natural disasters.
And we're not going anywhere. We're here for you.
We are committed to taking care of our customers and employees because you're always first with us.
Lines and traffic got you down? Ever feel like friendly service is a thing of the past? Well, at H&H Chevron, our friendly staff is always happy to greet you with a smile and get you going fast. Let us take care of you. Since 1992, fast and friendly customer service, quality, and satisfaction have always been our #1 priority.
And they did not.
No, they didn't.
There's certainly no quitters down there and wearing white and the blue helmets tonight. They have fought all night long.
Snaps back.
Good punt.
Going to be punted down inside the 10.
Man.
Not able.
Did it hit him?
I don't know. He called it a fair touchback.
Touchback.
Trying to see who that was. Man, these numbers. Whoever that was on the punt team. That was
to the end zone for
that was Dez.
touchback.
Dez almost got down and down it inside the 5.
Little some kind of confusion out here on the field with the referees.
He's trying to get the time. I think he's wanting the timekeeper to put 6:06 back on the clock. It currently is at 5:55.
6 minutes.
Trying to get the right time. So 6. I think he wants 6:06. So the action, I'd say, has picked up since halftime. We kind of talked about a defensive game maybe the first half, but we've had a lot of plays here offensively from the first half. Just it hadn't been a lot of scoring. Seems like both offenses, when they kind of get a little bit of momentum going their way, they shoot themselves in the foot.
Yeah, Nick, there's been a lot of key penalties here that have really killed some promising drives.
So 1st and 10. Got a back in motion. That's Sims. Throws it on the screen. It's complete. That's the play they called a while ago.
And he's off to the races. He could. He's going to go. Touchdown.
That's Jonathan Thompson for Moss Point on the touchdown. That's the play they called a while ago, and they weren't able to get a good pass, or we had enough pressure.
And Nick, it can happen just that fast, can't it?
To number 22, Thompson Jr.
Dunsford was able a while ago on that play to make the play, but I think they had a different motion. They brought somebody in motion that time and had a little different wrinkle, and that's 6 points for the Tigers, and that's going to tie the game up. 5:40 to go in the fourth.
Well, let's see if they can kick this extra point. They're going for two. They're going for two. They're going for all of it right here, Nick.
Tigers look like they're going for the 2-point conversion. Hornet fans, on your feet.
That's Simmons on the far side. This is going to be Ford on this side. I look for something to Simmons out there maybe. Coming to Ford. Throws back across the middle.
Great play right there.
Incomplete
Who is that?
pass.
No good.
Who is that? Bunch of flags down.
I'm not sure who that's going to.
Man, I got my eye on him. I can't read the jersey. 24, Razzie Smith. 24, Razzie Smith.
Yeah, he was lined up on Ford, and Ford ran a slant, which I was surprised he threw back across his body.
Tremendous play by 24, Razzie Smith right there to knock that ball down.
Those are going to be personal foul penalties. I don't know if it's all setting. I'm not really sure what happened there, but it was well after the play. It's going to be on the offsetting.
Man, you have to take your hat off to Coach Harmon and the Moss Point Tigers, Nick. I mean, my goodness.
Dead ball foul on the Hornets.
A lot of guts right there to go for it after scoring that touchdown.
Well, he's up here. He's up here in it's a away game. You don't want to go into overtime. I mean, you really don't. Not on the road. His guys are fatigued. I think I'm going after. I think I'm going to try to throw the ball to Sims to be Simmons, or either put Ford on a one-on-one on that far side and throw another jump ball. But I was a little surprised with the play call. But the great, like you pointed out, good job by Smith on busting the play up. So I mean, this is what this offense is built for. They're saying 13-12, but that ball is incomplete. It should be 12-12, shouldn't it?
No, we kicked the extra point down here.
That's right. Okay, so we're up one.
So Moss Point will kick from the East Central 45-yard line. So I guess that was
wrong.
Against
that was
the
not
Hornets.
that was not offsetting. It was on the Hornets. I don't know exactly what happened, but there was one Tiger and several Hornets there around him, and I just assumed it was offsetting.
So I'm sure Moss Point will use the field position to try to kick an onside or some
this
kind of
is Brown.
right
this
here.
isn't their typical kicker here, I don't think. Okay, 24's kicking. Yeah, there's an onside kick.
It is.
And now Moss Point just got it.
Moss Point got the ball.
Onside kick recovered by Moss Point.
5:41.
We wanted excitement. It's a little bit more than what I was asking for, but
a lot of excitement here. 5:41 left in the game, Nick. Well, we're fixing to really test this Hornet defense right here.
Ball will be placed at the Hornet 32-yard line. 1st and 10, Tigers.
So Goodwin's going to bring out the Tiger offense. That's going to be Ford. He's coming way out here.
Boy, you really, after the great game that the Hornet defense played, you hate to have to put it on their shoulders again, but that's just where it is right now. That's the breaks of the game.
Got to have a stop right here. Have another discussion going on with the line judge and the referee, the umpire, I should say.
A lot of communication out there with the referees.
So Simmons is going to be on the far sideline. That's Ford on the near sideline. Goodwin's your quarterback. Going to fake it, throw a slant across the middle to Simmons. He catches it and going to be brought down, but not before he picks up about 15 yards and a first down, brought down by Carson Ryder.
Well, there's Simmons. We've been looking for him all night long.
Pass complete to
their
number
coach
5,
just went over and
Larry
spoke to him right before the play. I felt like they were going to go to him.
That's good enough for a Tiger first
And
down.
the thing about a slant like that, even as much as we're blitzing and as much pressure we're applying, as quick as he's getting rid of the ball, we don't have time to get there. That was movement. You had a slot receiver that moved. That's going to be complete to Ford. He's going to break that tackle, break another tackle, and score. The slot receiver over here on the far side from Moss Point was in full motion when the ball was snapped.
I'm a little surprised the line judge over there didn't throw the flag on that false start. He's certainly thrown it a lot tonight over there.
But nonetheless, that was a very athletic play by Ford for his second touchdown of the night.
So let's see what Moss Point does here with 5:18 to go in the game.
Tigers look like they're going for 2.
And it's good. And a bunch of flags are down now.
So was a 2-point conversion good?
2-point conversion is
flags
good.
are all
There
over
are
the
penalty
place.
Flags on the play.
What was I didn't see exactly.
Their referees are kind of huddled up again. And whatever it was must have been obvious. All five threw their flag.
Well, if you're late to the game, it's 20-13. Moss Point is just taking the lead here at 5:18 to go in the fourth quarter. We got a
Hornet football on WGUD is made possible by All Access Towing and Recovery. At All Access Towing and Recovery, we do towing and roadside of all kinds. All Access Towing and Recovery, open 24/7 for your convenience.
From all of us at All Access Towing, go Hornets!
All Access
Impact the 2-point conversion.
I think Moss Point's just going to be kicking from further back soon.
Looks like it will be against the Moss Point Tigers.
Which that means that East Central
Dead ball
should
foul,
be playing.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Tigers.
Unsportsmanlike.
2 unsportsmanlike conduct.
I was going to say he's marking that.
Tigers.
He's marking that way off.
Unsportsmanlike. So
with 5 minutes and 18 seconds left to go in the game.
I don't know that I've seen this many unsportsmanlike. I don't know that I've seen this many unsportsmanlike penalties called in a game, in a high school game, ever.
We'd like to remind you that per MHSAA rules, no fans will be allowed on the field after the game. Again, please, no fans on the field after the game. Thank you.
So Moss Point's going to kick. East Central, good news for the Hornets. They're playing on a short field no matter what happens here.
5:18 to go in the game.
I believe they've got 1 or 2 timeouts left. I think we used one earlier.
Hornets down by 7.
Raston's looking for a A deep kick. We did have a return against Biloxi last week for a touchdown. It was called back for a hold. Raston's going to kick off deep. That's going to be Carson Ryder on the return.
Ryder.
He's coming around this right end.
Well, he's got a little.
He's going to pick up.
Good hard-nosed return by Carson Ryder. Gets us across midfield.
Not a bad return. I'll tell you, you can tell Moss Point's tired. Dad, some of those young men over there, you can tell they're wore out.
Well,
it's
certainly because of the
kickoff team.
Because of the fast scores, it's certainly plenty of time for the Hornets to win the game right here, Nick. It's the Hornets' game to win.
The question is, if they get it in, does Coach Collins go for 2 or does he go for the tie?
Boy, I'm glad I don't make my living making decisions like that.
It's going to be a handoff to Eli. He's going to pick up about 3 yards.
Referees,
the line judge
over there on the opposite side. He's
called a false start. That's going to be against Moss Point. That's definitely not what you want on first down.
Procedure by the Hornets. It'll back us up 5 yards. It'll be first down and 15 from the 45-yard line.
So Trocheset's going to come into the game. Trocheset and Marble. And that's Ferris. It's going to be a pass. Throws down the field to Marble. And it's almost picked off, going to fall incomplete.
Moss Point did a good job.
Number 12, Marble.
Great coverage.
Covering that play, Nick.
They'll bring up second down.
Since 1982, Family Frozen Foods has grown into one of the coast's leading retail, wholesale food distributor, and restaurant suppliers. Family Frozen Foods is proud to serve Mississippi as well as southern Alabama. As a home-owned and operated company, Family Frozen Foods is able to fulfill special requests, offer competitive...
First down, incomplete pass there. Going to run a reverse around the pass. He's got a lot of blocks over there.
Come on, go.
Pick up a first down. Brought down to the 35-yard line. Going to pick up 20 yards on the first carry of the season for Tyler Ferris. Big run.
Gain of about 20.
By our kicker.
First down, Hornets.
Money play by Tyler Ferris right there.
There's a misdirection play we were mentioning earlier.
You call that one, Nick, for sure. I think you're right.
So first down, ball's on the 35-yard line. Going to go back to that power. That's Garriga. Staying on his feet. Garriga's a hard runner. Broke a couple tackles, not able to get any forward speed back before he's hit again. Forward clock runs under 4:30 now in the fourth quarter.
Good for no gain. It'll be second and 10.
I think we go back to running behind that right side of that line again. Allwart and Weaver and Robinson. Back underneath on the trap to Marble. He's going to be tackled with no gain.
There. Third and long for the Hornets at the Moss Point 35-yard line.
No gain for the Hornets. They'll bring up third down and 10.
3:38 and counting.
Moss Point 35-yard line.
Third and 10 at the Moss Point 35. You got Ferris to the near sideline. Split back set. Fan's going to keep on a bootleg.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
It's a pass complete to Marble. He's going to catch it.
Man, that's a great call right there.
Oh, excuse me. Nate Trocheset.
That's a great call.
Nate Trocheset on the completion.
To number 42, Nate Trocheset.
Another Hornet first down.
3:15 to go in the game, Nick.
Big play by the senior. Fant showing composure, getting it out there to the sophomore.
First downs, as always, are sponsored by Geico Insurance, the Llewellyn Agency.
Ball snapped at 3 minutes to go in the fourth. Nice run.
Oh, Eli Smith just ran over somebody.
Nice run by Eli, having great vision. Cutting back, saw a hole, and able to pick up have a positive gain. What looked like was going to be no gain or even a loss. Picked up about 3 or 4 yards.
Second down and 6.
2:45 to go. Ball snap, given back to Eli again. Brown chases him down and makes a great play.
Number 3, Eli Smith with the carry once again for the Hornets.
Spotting the ball. Where are they spotting it? On the 17-yard line?
I can't.
17-yard line.
Excuse me, that wasn't Brown. That was Matthews. Matthews came from the other defensive end position to make that tackle. 2:15 and counting. 3rd and 6. Fant's going to bootleg again.
He's running this time.
He's running. Put his head down, run out of bounds.
About the 9-yard line, looks like.
Waiting for a spot.
He spotted at the 10. 1st and goal for the Hornets.
With the quarterback keeper.
I think he needed to get to the 11 and got to the 10. They're going to pick up a first down.
2 minutes to go, Nick.
1st and goal. Where they spotted the ball, I believe they could get a first down on the goal line.
I'm not sure how many timeouts the Hornets have.
With 2 minutes and
no, they're not going.
5 seconds left to go in the
so
ball
they got
game.
it right on the 10. So we got to score. We got 4 downs to score and 2 minutes to do it in. We got a timeout. Moss Point. Timeout. Moss Point. 2 minutes.
Timeout. Moss Point.
2 minute mark here in Hurley. If you're just joining us, what a ball game this has become. Moss Point got an onside kick. Went down to score. Was trailing. Went for 2. Was trailing. Kicked the onside kick, got the ball, went down and scored, took the lead 20-13. Moss Point got the ball back at about the 5-minute mark and East Central's got the ball back at about the 5-minute mark and is driven down the field after a few big plays. Pass completion by Fant, run by Eli, and is now knocking on victory's door here at 2 minutes to go.
Since 1982, Family Frozen Foods has grown into one of the coast's leading retail, wholesale food distributor, and restaurant suppliers. Family Frozen Foods is proud to serve Mississippi as well as southern Alabama. As a home-owned and operated company, Family Frozen Foods is able to fulfill special requests, offer competitive pricing, and a wide variety of inventory to satisfy customers' needs. Family Frozen Foods, with 2 locations to serve you, Telephone Road in Pascagoula and in the Eagle Plaza on Washington Avenue in Ocean Springs.
It's become even more difficult to read the numbers. Here go the Hornets.
So in
1st
fact,
and goal.
this is it. We got 4 downs to score. That's a handoff up the middle. That's Marble. He's going to get down. Oh, my goodness, across the 5, down to the 4.
Andrew Marble.
Good hard run by Andrew Marble.
Inside the 5 to the 4-yard line.
We got that's Weaver.
2nd and goal, Hornets.
So Weaver playing right guard. He's come up. He's rolled his ankle. He's staying in, but you can tell he's in pain. 1:40 to go as the clock continues to run. The ball sitting on the 4-yard line. Ferris goes to the far sideline. Fant takes a snap.
Oh, there's a fumble on the play.
We moved. East Central moved on the snap.
Oh, no.
Flags on the play. Be false start on the Hornets.
Oh, no, Nick. There's another one of those.
Back 5 yards.
We had a quarterback sneak called, and the way that works is that quarterback, he'll bump the center's butt right before he wants him to snap the ball as he goes through his cadence. And then those kids are amped up down there. They want to make a play. They were trying to get Brady in the end zone. But we jumped too quick, so you can't do that. It's against the rules. 2nd down, we're going to give. That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Hornets! Touchdown, Hornets! Andrew Marble for the touchdown!
For the touchdown for the Hornets!
Nice piece of running by Andrew. That was basically a dive right behind that right guard, and that's been money for us here in the second half behind Weaver and Alward on that right side. And Andrew, once he got through that first the initial contact, man, he went to work and got behind his pads and got across the end line. Good job by Andrew Marble running behind his shoulder pads.
All right, Hornets line up for the extra point to tie the game. Timeout.
So Brady's going to call a timeout. 1:13 to go. Of course, the play clock doesn't run on those 2-point conversions, but I think we're going to think about might go for 2 right here. And that would be the win. Right now, it's 20-19. Moss Point is winning. So East Central can elect to kick an extra point, which will tie the game, or go for a 2-point conversion for the win.
Mcmurphy Orthodontics is the official orthodontist partner of East Central High School and proudly supports East Central Athletics. We're dedicated to creating extraordinary, confident smiles, one Hornet at a time. We combine cutting-edge technology, specialized care, and hometown hospitality to deliver the results you expect and a smile that you'll celebrate for a lifetime. With offices in West Mobile and Lucedale, we hope you'll make that short trip for a free orthodontic consultation and find out why Mcmurphy Orthodontics is the victorious choice for Hornet fans in Hurley and beyond.
2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? Hornets!
Go Hornets!
Hi, Hornet fans. I'm Sheriff Mike Ezel, and I want to take this opportunity to wish the East Central Hornets the best of luck this football season. Go Hornets!
Hornets versus the Tigers for the win.
So we got Marble and Smith in the backfield. Fance under center. He gives. Fant keeps it. He's a runner right in. He's in. The Hornets are going to take the lead. What a play by Brady Fant, the senior quarterback.
Hornets are up.
1 minute and 13 seconds left on the clock. The Hornets have taken the lead, 21-20.
What a play by Brady. What guts, man. So proud of him. Game on the line, bootleg. I didn't see that coming. I thought we were going back to Marble. Brady keeps it and put it in the end zone for the maroon and white. What a play, man! What a ball game this has turned into.
This
right?
has been just a great high school football game, Nick. Both of these teams. It's a shame either one of them has to lose this game. 1:13 left on the clock, Nick.
Wow.
I'm not really sure what we can see next.
Wow.
Folks at home, you might want to buckle your seatbelt because I don't really know what can happen from here on out, but I think we've seen just about everything.
Well, I suspect we're gonna pooch it, and who knows what happens from there. I know where I wouldn't be kicking it. I wouldn't be kicking it to number 5.
Here's number 5 right here on the near side. I agree that would not be where I'd kick it.
(21-20), 1:13 to go.
I tell you what, if we've got a deep one in us, you could easily kick it over everybody's head, but we're not going to do that, Nick.
Squib kick up the middle. East Central.
Oh my goodness!
Looks
like the Tigers have it at their own 35-yard line.
Kickoff will be taken.
So Ford, I thought Ford was going to scoop it. He kind of bobbled a little bit, but I'll tell you, a minute and 8 seconds is plenty of time for Moss Point to put the ball in the end zone. So we're going to need this Hornet defensive unit to.
Moss Point, no timeouts left. Is that right, Nick?
I think that's right. Yeah, I think they used that last one a while ago. But they're going to throw the ball, so with incompletion, that'll stop the clock. Got splits to the far sideline. Goodwin looks to Coach Harmon for a play call. 15 on the play clock. Moss Point's kind of back in a man coverage. Doesn't look like they're going to bring any pressure. Throws a slant across the middle. It's dropped.
Complete.
Dropped by Simmons.
Complete to number 5.
That'll stop the clock at 1:04. 2nd and 10. It was a good throw. Goodwin put the throw on the money. Simmons just not able to bring it in. Dunford was there. He running looked like we kind of got his own coverage in the middle. So I believe he would have caught it. Dunford probably would have got him to the turf pretty quick. Snaps back. Goodwin looks right, throws right, way down the right side. We got it. Hollis Porter's in coverage, and I thought he intercepted it.
Incomplete.
Number 11, Hollis Porter with the pass breakup. That'll bring up 3rd down and 10.
So again, back to Simmons up that right side. No doubt they know that he's their moneymaker, trying to get the ball in his hands. Hollis in his 6'3", 6'4" frame, able to get over there and
Hollis really closed on the ball fast too, Nick. Great play by Hollis Porter. 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10 for the Moss Point Tigers. 56 seconds left to go in the game.
Get on your feet, Hornet fans. 3rd and 10.
I look for him to go back to that slant. They only need 10, and it's been pretty. He dropped that one a while ago. He was open.
So Simmons is in the slot.
Simmons is in the slot. They've thrown that slant. If I'm that linebacker right there, I'm looking for him. Looks like we may have a blitz coming off. Oh, that's the end. I'm sorry. That's Llewellyn on the end. There's a screen pass. Oh, that was a tackle right there. Good gracious. Yeah, Dunsford got tackled. That's coming back.
All right. Get the flag down on the field.
Pass complete to number 22. There are penalty flags on the play.
So it looked like trouble until they bailed us out as far as the gain. They tackled Dunsford. He was in position, and the offensive lineman for Moss Point just basically threw him on the ground.
So that's a spot foul, so they'll walk it.
Holding on the
10 yards from the spot, that's right. So 46 seconds to go.
Moving back 10 yards. We'll replay third down.
That's going to make about a third and a country mile.
Third down, Hornets fans. Let's hear it.
So we got a quad set with single back from Moss Point. East Central looks like they're in kind of a, I guess they're in a man coverage. Got their ends split out, bringing pressure from the outside. Snaps back. Going to throw. Picked up. Oh, it's dropped.
Pass broken up.
Dunsford played it perfectly. Gotta believe that sweat and everything else is that it's just slipped out of his hands.
All right, fourth and a long ways for the Moss Point Tigers. 39 seconds to go, Nick.
Let's go, defense. Let's hear you, Hornets fans.
Fourth and about 20, Glenn. 39 to go.
East Central will take a timeout.
Coach Collins is going to call a timeout here to make sure that we have the right personnel and everybody understands what their assignment is. The last thing you want right now is a busted assignment on something like this with victory in your hands, or in your grasp, I should say.
Maxwell. For more than 120 years, Merchants and Marine Bank has helped Gulf Coast individuals and businesses achieve their financial goals. As your community bank, we strongly believe in supporting the customers and the communities that support us.
Hi, this is Eric Collins, the head football coach at East Central High School. Our team brings their very best each time they take the field, just like the banking team at Merchants and Marine Bank. Visit mnmbank.com to find the banking solutions you need right here at home. Member FDIC.
So Moss Point is going to come out for what could possibly be their last offensive snap of the night. You know, I guess that last pass was to Ford, but beyond that, they hadn't really thrown to him much more. But we do have two safeties back. Brayson Owenby's kind of lined up as a safety more so than a linebacker now, kind of a cover 2 or cover 4 look. Got pressure. He ran away. He's in trouble. Pass is completed. He is hit.
Number 8, Carson Ryder.
Big hit.
Fourth down stop.
He is hit by Carson Ryder. Carson Ryder hit him like he was like Carson's 250 pounds right there.
Carson hit him like a truck.
He's a little fire plug out there, buddy.
Woo, Nick.
With that failed conversion, that's going to be a turnover on downs. East Central take possession of the football.
My goodness. I think that's it. Looks like the Hornets are going to win this game 21-20. Once
the ball gets set, so we're going to Hornets will step into victory formation here on the Moss Point 28-yard line, and
I will be glad as all Hornet fans will to see the time tick off the clock here in 20. Go the Hornets in victory formation. They'll take a knee, and that should do it.
Brady,
that's it.
That's it. He did
Nick,
it.
I tell you what, you know.
Brady Fant takes a knee in victory formation.
This is a big win for the Hornets. This is a big win.
It was.
Big win for a really young Hornet offensive line tonight. I think they needed this win. Did a lot of good things, but they needed to get the win, Nick, and they got exactly what they needed.
Yes, you know, these guys hadn't lost many games. I mean, outside of playoff games, they hadn't lost many regular season games. So to go over there and get beat in Biloxi, who they beaten, you know, they really needed to come home and in front of their folks here and perform and get a W for that confidence, like you talked about. And you could see the offensive line grow, kind of get better as the game went on.
They did. And I tell you what, I think you see that the offense is not where we want to be, right?
That's right.
And so, but they took another step tonight.
Absolutely.
And I think next week they'll take another step, and I think they'll just continue to get better and better as the season goes along. They're definitely going in the right direction.
Yeah.
Wow, what a way to end the game with that drive there at the end, that game-winning drive.
But I'll tell you, too, you know, talk about Brady, you know, kind of getting thrown in the game last week and then to come tonight and sort of have an opportunity to win the game like he did. I mean, he didn't do it on his own, but, you know, kind of got down to crunch time at the end, and he grew a lot as a quarterback tonight because it looks like we're going to depend on him for at least the next several weeks as Deuce recovers from his shoulder injury.
No doubt, Brady Fant, big part of this team, a senior, a lot of senior leadership, a lot of grit. Brady's played ball all of his life, so I don't expect anything but what you see here tonight from Brady Fant the rest of the way.
And will only get better as they look to, you know, of course they'll celebrate this evening and be excited, but no doubt in the morning or Sunday they'll go to work preparing for South Pike. But, you know, the defense did what we expected them to do. I wondered, you know, we talked earlier tonight about some big plays given up in the passing game in Biloxi, and you know, I kind of feared that Simmons he's a D1 guy, and we saw him, he had flashes of a lot of talent, and I was wondering how we'd handle that, and I mean, we put some pretty big licks on him. He had some good plays, and I thought we responded on the back end in our defensive secondary, you know, and kind of keeping them down. I mean, we held that offense to 20 points. So
Miles Point's got multiple players on that offense that I think you saw tonight. Very exciting players, very athletic, a lot of speed over there, and I felt like we did a really good job of containing them. Had a couple of big plays on us, but not enough to win the game. So, I applaud the defense and the great job that they did tonight. Special teams.
Yeah.
I felt like had, you know, a presence here tonight as well. Good win all the way around for the Hornets. Nick, I see the Moss Point kids coming out on the field. Good game by Moss Point.
Yeah.
Really good game.
They got a lot of guys playing both ways, and I think that was something else that counted. You know, they had another hurdle they had that we don't have a lot of that going on, and I mean, they got some athletes over there, so they're trying to get the most out of them that they can. But that definitely matters later in the game.
Well-coached team.
Yeah.
Coach Holman, they never gave up tonight. Never gave up. Not to the very end of the game. I think that speaks well for them. Moss Point's going to probably make a lot of noise in 4A football before this season is over.
For sure. And like you talked about, kind of having the game they had with D'Iberville last week, that kind of gives you an idea what kind of team they are. So, Nick, they're definitely improve on this.
Nick, what players kind of come to mind you tonight that kind of stand out that you felt like had really good nights?
So I was thinking a minute ago, you know, last week it was kind of Tristan Phelps, and Tristan came again to play tonight, but one guy that really stood out to me was Jared Huff on the defensive side of the ball, especially early in the game. I felt like he kind of helped set the tone. In the second half, Dunsford was you saw him a little bit more. But you know, we're just really deep on that linebacker core, but not only there on that defensive line. So, but Huff, I really keyed in on him, and man, he brought it tonight. And then offensively, like I said, you know, Brady, I felt like had a really good game and had a lot of positives and a lot to build on for next week and as in the next few weeks.
We got a lot of pressure on them tonight on a really good size Moss Point offensive line. I felt like we got just tons of pressure on their quarterback tonight. Speaks well for linebackers. Speaks well for the defensive ends. I thought both of our defensive ends had really big games
They do.
tonight.
And I tell you talk about bringing that pressure. It's needed, but it puts a lot of pressure on your back end, on your safeties and your corners too. And they did a good job and responding to that. Like I said, didn't give up a lot. Had a couple slants and had a little jump ball down here in the end, but nothing. I felt like they tightened some things up on that defensive side because those were busted plays like I talked about in Biloxi, and I didn't really see a lot of that tonight. So definitely a better performance all around.
We mentioned the right side of the offensive line tonight had a big play. I know we were kind of flip-flopping there a few times, but felt like offensive line really had some good moments tonight. Still a few more penalties than I think any of us would be comfortable with. They're going to get that. They're going to get that down as their timing gets better and better as the season unfolds.
Certainly.
But they certainly had some big moments tonight, I thought.
They did. Fun game to watch. Glad we were here to be a part of it. Glad you joined us. And then, again, thank all the sponsors that help make this happen every Friday. Thank Tim and his bunch at WGUD for making it happen. So, with that, 20-21, your homestanding Hornets get the first win in their belt loop or in their belt for the 2021 season. So join us here next Friday night in Hurley, right?
That's right, in
South
Hurley
Pike.
Against South Pike.
So 7 o'clock kickoff. We'll be here if you're not able to make it to the stadium. Glenn Dickerson, thanks for being on and being a part of the broadcast tonight. Nick D'Angelo, have a good weekend.